with the click of a button, because BetterHelp is designed with you in mind. See why over 2 million members have trusted BetterHelp for online therapy. Go to betterhelp.com/wellbeing and get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/wellbeing for 10% off your first month.
This should be 8 by 7.
When it comes to closets, Janina's home organization business runs tip-top tidy.
Is this schedule right? I'm gonna need help.
But she needs to reorganize and find a new assistant.
I know it's your last week, but can you make sure the Hanson pantry's wrapped?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
It's time once again for the Harman Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. Set your picks each week and see if you are this season's best game picker. Play against the Fanatic Air Staff. Play against your fellow listeners. First prize is $1,580. Second place is $500. Thanks to our great friends at Harman Solar. The Harman Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. From your home for the NFL, playoffs, and Super Bowl in the Valley. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
If you're an IT professional looking for an opportunity with great benefits and the freedom to creatively solve problems in a career with great growth potential and a team environment, look no further than Affinity Technology. Serving the Valley since 1992, Affinity Technology is looking for a level 1 tech to develop and deliver excellent solutions and outstanding customer service. Visit atechaz.com/jobs and get started with your future today. That's atechaz.com/jobs.
Distracted driving kills in Arizona. Life is more important than your phone's beep. Stop the distracted driving, Arizona, please. Sponsored by the Arizona Chapter National Safety Council and the Governor's Office of Highway Safety, aired in cooperation with the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240U Mountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's Friday here on the Daily Blender, and your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Keon Rose in the control room. Ralph is in the hood. That's right, Ralph from Harman Solar is with us as we broadcast live in the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale. You guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580. And, oh my God, I think we're going to have about an hour of catching up with Ralph. Yeah. And by catching up, I mean beating him senseless.
What do you mean?
Huh? Well,
what do you mean beating him senseless? I don't.
He avoided what happened with the Lakers. He avoided what happened with the Seahawks. He avoided what happened with his face. He avoided so many things. We have to get caught up.
Dang.
You know, I'm just saying. Good. Oh, that's on purpose.
I mean, the face looks great.
Oh, hold on a second. Keon, we need to edit that out. Anyway, Ralph is with us. And we're very glad to have him here. We do have some catching up to do, but we have an awful lot of things that we need to discuss. Is Radio Ron in the building? Is Radio Ron there? Because we need to ask him something. I don't think we need to keep broadcasting after 4:30 because the massive rush is going to be to televisions everywhere for this Cardinals preseason game.
What?
We won't stand a chance once this preseason game happens.
They're playing today, are they?
That's the sound. Everybody rushing off to a TV, and it'll just be us sitting here talking to each other.
Cardinals, Bengals, can't miss it. Must see TV.
Yeah. Who? What's happening?
Donnie says, I'm fired up. The flagship had a 4-hour pregame show for a preseason game. Cardinals football is back. Shut up, Donnie. Jagdog says, happy fall down drunk Friday, fellas. Randy, can I get multiple shots? Since I just heard old Ralphie's coming in the studio there.
Yeah, he's here. Yeah, live and in person. Yeah.
Says, who's this Ralph Romano that looks like some kid that just took his lunch money on the YouTube feed there? What is that all about? Oh, Ralph got all respectable on us. You notice he's not wearing any, assumed team colors. What I mean is,
Assumed.
well, it's not like the Rams were really your team. Yet suddenly you had all sorts of gear.
Go Rams.
What are you wearing right now? Hey, buddy,
my Harmon Solar.
What do you got on?
Oh,
Harmon
he just
Solar
came
polo.
straight from work.
Straight
Okay.
from work. Yeah. My boss is out of town, so I left.
Well, that made no sense.
Oh, well.
Wait a minute. That's a nice shirt, Ralph. Can I see that? Stay a little. Let me see that. Ooh, you got any of those in a triple elephant size? Maybe.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, maybe I'd
yeah,
like one of those if you can spare one.
I'll get you one.
Hey, I'd like that.
Extra large for me.
We'll
if
get
possible.
you guys shirts. Absolutely.
Triple elephant size for me. I mean, I like that.
You got any button ups? I'll wear a button up. That way I look like a manager.
I think I do have a button up actually. Not sure it'll fit you though. But
Oh,
it's good to look like a manager at least. No, it's good to look like a
called
manager.
me fat.
No, you're not. Fat.
No.
You're thin.
Berg says, afternoon, guys, get your takes in early. We got midget football on in 90 minutes. Is he playing? I don't think he's playing. There's no way.
It can't be. I haven't heard that he was, and they were taking him slow in training camp. I can't imagine, with him coming off the COVID, you're going to throw him in a preseason game where he could potentially get hurt in a preseason game.
Not like he's going to try anyway.
Yeah. What are the keys to the game, Randy? What is there to watch for?
Get out of this game without any major injuries. Play all the scrubs as early and often as you can. Keep the starters out and on the sidelines. And Vance Joseph could have a few glasses of wine and relax.
You still have Vance Joseph?
Unfortunately.
Oh,
he is still there.
You kind of go back and forth on Vance Joseph a bit. Sometimes
Me?
you're happy with him, sometimes you're not. Yeah,
No,
I feel like you
no,
kind of vacillate, which, by the way, I
no.
love the word vacillate. It
Good
just
word.
sounds dirty, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a good
But
word.
it's not.
No,
It's
Ralph.
not dirty.
I like that
Ralph,
word.
back me up here. I've never been a Vance Joseph fan. Ever. Never.
I didn't say
Um,
fan, but you've been okay with the defense. If you're okay with the defense, you're okay with Vance Joseph.
I'm okay with some of the people on the defense. Buda Baker, Isaiah Simmons. I'm okay with some of these guys. JJ Watt. I'm okay with that. What's his name? Gardek, the Barbarian. I'm good with him. Yeah.
right.
Most of those guys.
It's a great name.
Yeah.
All right. So, Ralph, why don't
Yeah.
you fill us in? Hell you been up to, man?
I've been working actually. We're opening up a new location out in Oklahoma for Harmon. So I've been out there doing stuff and getting that ready.
Where all is Harmon Solar then nationwide? Where are your locations?
This is our first reach out to somewhere else. We're actually Arizona only. So this is we've been talking about this for years and finally convinced my owner to do it. And
You convinced them Oklahoma. Why Oklahoma and not say New Mexico or Texas or California?
just market research. It just seemed like the right place to go. Plus I like watching tornadoes. So,
Sure.
they do great in solar.
A lot of repeat business. 'Cause
yeah,
you got to go back
yeah,
and put up more solar panels, and they got blown off.
And just, and just a great community of people. The more people we've met and talked to, really excited about us being out there and working with us. And it's been a great experience so far. So we're looking forward to getting out there and just making this happen. We're opening up in about 3 weeks. So
They just need more
Wow.
people there that can complete a sentence. And right there, you're a rock star the minute you show
well,
up.
I mean,
so
the first thing I did was cut down, let me see. So I cut down OU, but I got
Mhm.
season seats so we can give them away. I would never go see them.
yeah,
Who's the basketball team?
the Thunder?
Thunder.
The Thunder. Yeah. So we'll be
Yeah.
trashing on them out there.
Yeah. Mhm.
You know how I am. We're going to go ahead and trash all the local teams. And
Are you doing a show in Oklahoma too?
I'm going to see if we can get one started. I'd like to do that. So
Here, just get the blender on there.
yeah,
and
if
we'll
we
cover
can-
it all. For
I think
you.
it's a great idea. It's good to get people riled up and excited about something.
Oh, I can absolutely get
You know,
Oklahoma riled up.
Even if they want to kick my arse, that's fine. So,
Yeah. Well, you just got to know when to get on the plane. That's
yeah,
all.
exactly.
No problem. So since we last talked, the Seahawks have started the great tank of 22.
Mhm.
You're going to back me up on this at least. It's a tank job. It's absolutely a tank job. Pete Carroll is trying to set the team up before he retires by tanking, and then a new coach gets a new quarterback, the number one pick, and the Seahawks go on with their life.
I call this the Bryce Young. Is it Bryce Young?
It is Bryce
It's
Young.
Bryce Young experience. No, I don't think they're tanking. I'm actually.
You are. Look at that look at his face.
You know,
he can't even
I
say
haven't-
it without the telltale smirk.
I'm really looking forward to watch. I watched the mock game last week. When they play each other over in the field, and it was.
What was that? The highlighter green and blue game?
Yeah, it was the green blue game.
Yeah, okay.
I gotta say, Drew Lock and
Don't. Just don't. Come on, man.
Drew Lock and the other guy
Come
who's
on.
playing
And
quarterback.
Geno Smith.
Yeah, he looks a lot better than Geno Smith, but Geno Smith is starting this week. Either way, they both look like crap. So that's definitely going to be an issue. I think there'll be a run heavy team this year based on what I've seen. I'm really excited about. I'm really excited about Rashad Penny coming back. Kenneth Walker, the guy they drafted, I think he looks phenomenal.
Kenneth Walker's the real deal.
Yeah, I think he's going to probably be the number one guy by midseason. He's
Seahawks
the
are
real
virtual who's who because we don't know who the hell any of these people
No,
are.
there's a
They're
lot of
who's who
talent.
for
There's
sure.
a lot of talent there. You just don't have the guy leading them. If Drew Lock turns out to be that guy, he had moments of looking really well. He had moments of looking really bad. I mean, so we'll see. Geno Smith's definitely not the guy. He's a career backup. It's going to be an interesting season. I would like to see them tank.
They're tanking.
I would like to see a 1 or 2 win season because I want to see Bryce Young in a Seahawks uniform next year.
That's my prediction.
I hope that happens.
I say we went down the list actually when you weren't here because we didn't want to get interrupted by your complete optimism. And we actually came down to there's like 3 games they could win, and I don't think they will win more than 2. So. I'm predicting a 2-win season for the Seahawks, and I think that's great for you. You should be just out of your mind happy that this is happening.
I mean, to be honest with you, there's only 2 games I want to win, and that would be both against the Cardinals. If we can sweep the Cardinals,
going to happen.
If we can sweep that weak ass Cardinal team,
Oh my God!
I'd be pretty
God.
happy with my season. I'd have no issue whatsoever.
That's-
I will be
that's
at the stadium.
not
I will
gonna-
be pulling for it, and I hope it happens. Other than that, let them lose every game. I'm fine with that.
Let me tell you something, Ralph. If the Sea Chickens sweep my Cardinals this year, I will buy you dinner. You and I will go have dinner. I will buy you dinner.
I think I want more than dinner.
Well,
I don't.
Listen, Randy puts out.
I
quite
never
a
give
bit,
it up
but-
on the first date.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go out more than once. So it's good to know that time away for Ralph from Harmon Solar has not made him less delusional. So
I will say this. I think the Seahawks had a fantastic draft. They really did. If you look at the draft up and down, they did a great job. There's some guys that they've chosen.
Huh.
I'm really excited to see play.
it
Do
was
I expect?
almost like they were planning for the future
They
with
are.
a new quarterback
There's no
that he'll
doubt.
get by tanking.
There's no doubt that's what's going on, and I'm fine with it. You've got to reset. I hope Russell Wilson has an awful season in Denver, and we get that pick as well. Be
No,
nice
don't be bitter now.
No, I
Ralph,
just want the
come
pick.
on.
It'd be nice to
You're-
have 2
you're
top
not-
10s.
You're not going to see a bad season from Russ Wilson. You know that.
Well,
That's
I think we
You
could.
can't-
I
you
think we
can't do
could.
that.
I think we
You
could.
can't turn like that because last year
I love the
this
guy.
This dude was moonwalking on water, and now you're like, oh, I'm just gonna have a crap season.
Well, what I'm hoping for, and I love Russell Wilson, and I appreciate everything he did for the Seahawks. But the bottom line is, he's of the new team, and he hasn't looked that good in the preseason so far, which that's great. His new team around him, I don't think is that great, and I think they're in a really tough division, and I think they're going to struggle. I think they're probably 3rd place in that division.
Sounds
Probably
like
only
he's
above the
playing
Raiders.
on the Seahawks, doesn't
So
it?
I want the top 10 pick. So I want them to have a bad year. So if Russell Wilson just happens to get an injury week 1, that would suck. But he'd get more time to spend with his wife, which would be a good thing.
Well,
So-
you don't want Russ Wilson. Oh no, you don't want. Listen, Big George says, question for Ralph Romano from Harmon Solar, Oklahoma. Do you think the Seahawks have a chance at making the playoffs? Second question, since you hate the local team so much, is your alias on Twitter Donnie?
I don't understand that.
It's not. I've met the actual Donnie, Big George. That's a real person.
Okay.
Donnie is a Minnesota fan who completely trashes everything sports in Arizona and is delusional about Minnesota sports. So that's
well,
what
okay. I got you. No, I'm not talking. Do I think they have a shot at the playoffs? Not a chance in hell. No, I'm not stupid. There's no way.
Have you seen the division? Last Optimist says, of course it's not a tank job. Tanking is against the rules. Seahawks will be aggressively limiting wins. Sounds about right.
Very
Fifth
nice.
letter says, I'm picking up Kenneth Walker in my money fantasy leagues. Sleeper, no doubt.
I think so.
And by the way, Ralph, you're losing to the Raiders. No doubt about that.
I'm fine with that. That's just another loss. It's a better pick. Good.
Raiders in the last place in the AFC West. He says, "You're tripping, Ralph.
No, they're
Past
last.
that ish."
They're last place.
What's that? Past that ish?
Yeah, I don't know, but they're last place, no doubt.
I think the ish stands for
Past that bleep.
yeah, something
Is that the
ends
good
with
ish?
it. Yeah.
Yeah. King of Kitten says, "Hi, Ralph. I'm not watching, so I don't know who's there. If you're at the studio in the Scottsdale Air Park there, what's your point, King of Kittens?
The weather, maybe it's really bad out here.
Is he looking to take a poke at you?
I don't know.
Randy, look at the sky. The storm might blow Scottsdale away." He says, we just got poured on out here in the East Valley. I mean, it was a heavy amount of rain. And then it was gone. So maybe it's heading your way if you're lucky. Boomer Sooner says, "Boomer Sooner, Jake from Harmon Solar."
Like, who's Jake?
Excuse me?
Are we trying to do like a Jake from State Farm thing, but with Ralph? Because it's
Are
not...
you wearing khakis?
I am, and I do have the muscles he has, so it's very possible.
No. We're thinking of the dumpy white guy. The first Jake from
The
State
original
Farm.
Jake.
We're thinking
State
the other
Farm.
Jake.
OG Jake from State Farm.
I don't want to bust
Wow,
out my
look at that.
pythons. I want to bust out these 17-inch arms, but I can't.
Wow, 17-inch.
That's right.
Ah.
I got to measure something.
Measure them.
Mm.
Okay.
Wow. So,
I keep it away from my waist though, because that's
what
not...
are you doing for dinner tonight, Ralph?
Maybe you.
Hello.
So I know that you love baseball, even though you're
Yes. Let's talk Dodgers.
No, we're not talking Dodgers.
Let's talk
Well, except
Dodgers.
for how
We
much
said-
we hate Dodgers.
Yeah, we said baseball, not Dodgers.
Dodgers.
So, did you watch any of that Field of Dreams stuff last night?
I saw some of the pregame stuff that was kind of cool with the Griffies playing catch and some other things that they did with some people that were there. I thought it was a lot. I like when they do that.
So the Griffey's coming out of the corn. Hey, Dad, want to have a
I know
catch?
it's corny.
Oh, please,
It's
come on.
corny, but
This
I'm
is
a
where
Griffey
those
guy.
big corn combine machines should come and run them both over.
Oh, stop it.
I'm a big Ken Griffey Jr. guy. I thought he was
I am
phenomenal.
too, but come on,
I don't know.
man.
I like that stuff. It's corny, but I thought it was okay.
Why not take a real kid and a real dad out there? Wait, I know the Griffey's are real.
No. Here's what you got. Randy wants to see a real kid, a real dad. All right. Throw me the ball. The kid just sort of like, what's wrong with you, stupid little jerk? I told you what you do. I told you to throw. Why can't you throw? You're just like your mother. You little piece of crap. Get out of my face. I hate you. I can't stand the sight of you.
Wow.
Learn to throw a ball,
I,
Nancy.
And then
I
some
didn't.
Wow, Randy.
30,000
Wow.
fans are standing there going,
They're all
I
like,
didn't,
Someone's
I-
got
Everyone's
anger.
like, oh my God.
I didn't mean that. I mean,
That's horrendous.
jeez.
I
Wow,
thought it
Randy
was
wants to see some kid get abused on TV.
Did
way
you
to
not?
look
Did you
into my
not?
soul, Jeffrey?
Did you
Wow.
guys not like that last night, or did you watch it at all?
I thought it was
liked it.
corny. I thought it was corny.
it
That
is
was
corny.
a bit sappy and contrived. The Kevin Costner tribute to Ray Liotta was really nice.
Yeah.
That was that was something else. That was a really nice tribute. And the game, it wasn't exciting like the last game.
It was the Cubs
But-
and the Reds. They both
Yeah.
suck.
The uniforms were cool though.
Which means that the game actually turned out okay. I mean,
Right.
as far as the game, it wasn't the best game I've ever seen, but
So I'll say the Cubs suck. This guy's got something
Wow.
to say to you.
Wow.
honestly, he should have done that in the Field of
You
Dreams.
know
game.
what? I'm a part of that brotherhood of catchers. I could do that to Rossi.
Did you like the uniforms though? I like the uniforms.
I do too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I thought it looked, I thought it's
just
cool. I love the old
old-timey look.
I-
It's
yeah.
like-
It looked good.
The white helmets painted like baseballs, please.
Can I tell you what I really wish that the Field of Dreams game would have been? On the actual field where it was filmed, and
Well,
just
they can't.
cameras.
They
No,
can't.
no, listen. Just cameras. No people. Don't need a crowd. Have it be just like the movie. Have like a couple of people just sitting in that one little bleacher. You got cameras, just watch, and then you
Yeah.
get to hear what the players are saying, and
That'd
they're
be cool.
having fun and playing the game.
Well,
That's what I wanted this to be.
that would be cool, but they can't put it on the movie set. The movie set is too small. The field
Too
is
small
not.
for what?
It's too small. It's not a regulation field.
It doesn't matter. It's a
It would
Field
be
of
cool.
Well,
Dreams
yeah, it
game.
does. If it's going to be an official game, it's got to be on a regulation field.
Make an exception. You know, just you know that it would be better.
Well,
you
if
know
you had-
it would be better.
If you brought out players like Kyler Murray, all of them are short, kind of small.
Wow.
Well, then it would work.
Never,
Just
just
cutting down color.
just a year ago,
You're damn right I am.
I would not have
You're
imagined.
damn right I'm cutting his ass down. Of course, I don't need to. He's already short enough.
You know, the happiest day of my summer so far has been when the Cardinals signed Kyle Murray to that outrageous.
Oh my
contract.
God.
geez.
I partied that whole night because I'm
You
like, are they
did?
really that stupid?
Yes,
I guess
They
they
fell
are.
for the Russell Wilson deal. They
Yeah.
fell for the Russell Wilson
This is
deal.
stupid.
Yeah, they are.
Anyway,
Bruno Baller says, will Ralph be joining the gang at the Dave and Buster's draft
Oh,
party?
Ralph, you got to come out and help us out Saturday, Friday and Saturday.
So I want to, but I'm in Minnesota that weekend.
Oh, man.
I would be there the next weekend, but something changed. So I can't make it. But I really want to. I'm maybe, you know,
Stinks.
maybe I can remote in while you guys are on the air. I don't know.
We
So,
can give it a shot. Why not? And here's the thing. If you didn't hear yesterday, it has been announced the time, the day, and the place of the Daily Blender Fantasy Football Draft Party, Saturday, August 27th. And we're going to do a little broadcast before at 11 a.m., talk some fantasy football, and then everybody's drafts. The day before, on Friday, same place, we're going to do our show, the afternoon shows. Big Steve in the main event will be on from noon to 2. Then the Daily Blender will be on from 3 to 6. So we're pre-draft partying, and then the next day we're showing up again. So everybody behave on Friday. Because if we get too crazy Friday, they may not let us come back Saturday.
I can see that happening.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking of really getting nuts, you save that part for Saturday. But you're welcome either day. And even if you don't do fantasy football, you can come out and party with us. I'm sure we're going to have some great giveaways. It's absolutely going to be a riot of fun. We have done the party for the draft party in the past 3 years ago. And that was a huge amount of fun. I think this is only going to be even more insane. So at Dave and Buster's in the Tempe Marketplace, Friday the 26th, Saturday the 27th. The draft party's on the 27th. We're broadcasting our shows live on the 26th. So all that information is at 1580thefanatic.com. And we hope to see everybody out there. It's going to get nuts. But again, please, I'm begging you guys, don't get crazy Friday. Come Friday. Don't get crazy Friday.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead, Ralph.
Is-
Not 1580.
Yeah. Is the Premier League drafting that day too?
We are trying to figure that out. We might actually draft that at a different time on a different day, just so that that is out of the way and I can focus on helping everybody else. We're going to have well over 100 people in Daily Blender Fantasy Football Leagues trying to draft at the same time. If somebody needs help, I don't want to be like, but I'm drafting. Yeah, I want to be able to help them out. So we're sorting that little tidbit out. But yes, we will probably not draft Premier League at the same time as everybody.
Let's get as many leagues as we can so Harmon Solar can give out those $100 bills. We're looking forward to that.
Hey,
That's
there
right.
we go. All right.
Harmon Solar's got $250 for the winner of the Premier League. Sorry, Boogie. And then a $100 first place prize for all the Daily Blender Fantasy Football Leagues. And, I warned you, Ralph. We
Bring
could
it on.
end up with a whole bunch more. Harmon Solar is going to be shelling out cash to a bunch of
The
champions.
more the merrier. That'd be awesome.
By the way, if you want to join us in the Daily Blender Fantasy Football Leagues and play against some of your fellow super fans, Blender at 1580thefanatic.com. Just drop me an email and I will get you into a league. We've just filled up a bunch of leagues and we got more to go. So Blender at 1580thefanatic.com. Going to take a break. We'll be back with more of your texts and we'll talk a little more baseball. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's action update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
The first NCAA football coaches poll has been released. Alabama, the top team, followed by Ohio State, Georgia, Clemson, and Notre Dame. The first Associated Press top 25 due out in a couple of days. NCAA futures, Alabama, the favorite to win the 2023 national championship. They're a plus 190 bet. Ohio State plus 350. Georgia plus 425. Clemson a plus $1,200 bet. USC and Texas A&M both plus 2,500 to win the title. Busy week of NFL preseason action on tap. Futures odds for the regular season. Tampa Bay and Buffalo both projected for 11.5 wins this coming season. Red hot winning picks at experts.winnersandwiners.com. Save 75% on any best bet package with the promo code ACTION75. That's ACTION75 at experts.winnersandwiners.com. I'm Chuck Sanders on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Hey guys, time to get your fantasy football on. Be part of the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League. See if your team has what it takes to take on the Blender personalities of the fourth dimension. You could win $100 from our friends at Harmon Solar if you win your league. To sign up, just email me, blender at 1580thefanatic.com. Blender at 1580thefanatic.com. That's blender at 1580thefanatic.com. Oh, you should probably listen to the show too. It's the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League, only from 1580 The Fanatic.
paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, it's true. Difficult times have a way of focusing us. We have to think about what matters most when it comes to our spending, our healthcare. No doubt. This is why so many people are joining Medishare right now. Medishare is a trusted way to save up to 50% on your monthly healthcare costs. More than 400,000 people have already made the switch. It's pretty obvious why, too, especially now during this challenging season with healthcare costs and out-of-pocket expenses going up. Medishare can save you a lot of money. The typical family saves $500 a month. And Medishare is a Christian healthcare sharing ministry that's worked beautifully for 27 years. There are different options to choose from to fit your budget. I'll give you the number here in a second. And if you call, you can get a price within 2 minutes. Maybe now is the perfect time to make the switch and start saving. Here you go. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
NASCAR Championship Weekend is back at Phoenix Raceway. Drivers will put it all on the line to claim NASCAR greatness. The Truck Series Championship kicked things off Friday night under the lights. We're going to tear it up tonight. Followed by an action-packed Saturday, where fans will witness an ARCA and Xfinity Series Championship doubleheader. Don't miss out on the action November 4th and 5th. Get your tickets now for NASCAR Championship Weekend at PhoenixRaceway.com or call 866-408-RACE.
Staples has everything for school at great prices. So this year you won't go back to school. You'll be ready to move forward and master 5th grade math.
I can't do this. It's impossible.
Not you, Dad, your daughter. Staples will help her move forward.
Right.
Right now, Staples comp books and number 2 pencils are just 50 cents each. Plus, 2 pocket paper folders are only 25 cents each. Everything on your list at amazing prices. Staples, we're not going back. We're going forward to school. Ends 8/27 in store only, limit 30.
Admit it, you love the action. You love the excitement.
For a touchdown.
You love the big plays.
Sideline, the 30, the 20, 15, 10, 5, rock and roll, touchdown.
And you love the big hits. So do we. The NFL. We've got the games you want and the info you need. Listen for the latest 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, Arizona's home for the NFL.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, and we were talking about the Field of Dreams game last night, and is it going to keep being special if they keep doing it? I mean, what do they got to do to keep that thing fresh and special? Is it just make sure it's a better matchup? Is it, all the little nostalgic things? I mean, let me tell you, last night, it was somewhere between, heartwarming and terrifying to see Harry Carey step up and start singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game in the 7th inning stretch. And did they call it, was it an actual hologram, or was it just they sort of figured out 2 different camera angles? I mean, like, were the people in the stands actually able to see Harry Carey singing
come on, man.
Stuff? Was that like a real hologram, or was it just TV tricks?
Yeah, it's TV tricks. Come on.
So I wouldn't call it a hologram, because a hologram is like in Star Wars. You there that thing is, and you can kind of turn it around and check out Princess Leia's butt. He's like, no, see this thing right here? That's probably not a good idea, Luke.
Harry Carey is DED dead,
Mhm.
and B, it was TV tricks.
Yeah, but you understand what I'm saying? The actual
Yeah.
hologram
Yeah, I
is
get it.
where
Yeah.
You could see it in person. You're like, oh my God, I see this.
Which they've done, before at like
Well,
concerts
Tupac.
and stuff.
They've done holograms before.
Yeah,
Keon.
Tupac has
Yeah.
gotten on stage and rapping out. We're all pretty sure he's not really dead, because he keeps releasing albums and stuff.
Oh my God.
But they've done that with him. They've done that. I think
They did it with Prince one time.
I find it, I was in television production. I find it very hard to believe that they had an actual hologram.
No, they do. They actually had. It's not
a
great. But this
projection
one,
on some sort of mist or smoke. Yes, I can see that. Yeah.
in the concerts and stuff, the mist is there. You can sort of like Star Wars-esque.
Yeah.
It's a little bit rough.
Yeah.
But this thing last night was too smooth to be actual hologram. This
Yeah.
thing last night was, you have a camera going this way, and they've green screened something, and they've done a thing. It's not actual
television
hologram.
magic. Yeah, television magic.
And you don't like that.
I don't know.
It's like if you go to a Queen concert, they have a song with Freddie Mercury and they put him on video and he's playing with It's
Yeah,
cool.
that's how you get visual aids.
Hello.
Thank you very much.
Hello. Wow. Wow.
I was not aware they did that.
Yeah, they do. They do a couple songs with him.
How well does it look? Does it look all sort of just?
It's
holographic?
video. No, it's not a hologram. It's a video, but it actually
so he's on the video.
It brings a lot to the concert. It looks really good. So
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
maybe next year
talents,
Vince
actual
Scully's gonna be,
talents.
maybe next
But-
year you got Vince Scully over there. I don't know. Right?
Teams have been doing that for years. Or teams, bands have been doing that for years.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, Vince Scully didn't like lead the crowd in song.
Yeah,
but
sometimes.
It's
did he really?
time for
And he did the
Dodger
opening.
baseball.
That's what they do. Is have the Dodgers there next year and have them do that opening. That'd be kind of cool.
I don't know why they don't. The
Sure, why
Dodgers
not?
don't do that already.
And it should
They
be a
do that
Dodger
every-
Yankee game is what we should have over there. That would be phenomenal.
Well, I mean, you would
Then I'll
think.
really be looking to buy a nuclear warhead and just take care of two problems at once. Are you sure you want that heat?
What they
Well, I
should
mean-
do is they should wait and pick the teams as you're in the season to see what game is going to actually be of interest,
Right.
Well,
and maybe
they-
not do it every year. Maybe do
they-
it every couple years.
Well, they
took-
won't be able to do it next year because they're going to be doing some construction. Frank the Tank Thomas came out, tried to give us some eugenics, and then said, "Yeah, we're not going to do the game here next year."
And by the way, she'll like it too.
Ooh. Anyway, but back to the Harry Carey. It was even that was a little bit rough and a little bit like kind of creepy. It's like, I think I'd like to seen hi from Will Ferrell do it. Have him come out.
Hey,
and-
everybody.
That would
There
have
you
been better.
go. That was
If
good.
the mood were made out of green cheese, would you eat it?
Yes.
Heck, I know I would.
I don't want
good.
Harry Carey. I want Will Smith being Harry Carey. That's
Will
what I want.
Smith.
Will Ferrell.
Will Smith, because
Ferrell.
I want Will Smith to
You want-
slap the bleep out of somebody.
Instead of Will Ferrell, I'll be
Hey, y'all. What are y'all doing out there? Smack your mama
damn.
good.
Harry Carey's
I'm
already.
bad.
He's kind of creepy as it is. So
So you're just having it that way.
yeah.
So a Fox spokesperson came out because the hologram did in fact freak some people out. He said it was more closer to augmented reality than being a hologram.
Right.
So,
Who's freaked out though? Somebody
Yeah.
actually is like on the phone. Nobody. You're either like, well, that's stupid, or I love it. Nobody is just like, hey, you do it. Where are the kids? Where are the kids? Ah! Nobody's freaking out.
People were finding safe spaces last night.
Dad, get out from under the ottoman. How did you? King Kitten says last night's Hollow looked like a video game, and it looked creepy, Jeffrey. And let's get some runs. Yeah, that I think that.
Let's go, Cubs.
I thought he said he had the runs, and I think, well, that's
the
tells
real
you how-
question was that Randy doing the voice of
Hey,
if it had
Carey?
been Randy, it would have been better.
Now, Keon and I are going to sing the seventh inning. Hey.
Hey, so raise your hand if you ever actually got to sing the seventh, the song with Harry Carey in person. Raise your hand. Really, you haven't, Ralph?
I've never been to that field.
Oh, no
I
kidding.
went-
I've
the
driven by it.
Holcomb Field. I went and saw
Yeah.
the Cubs play. Mookie Wilson was there, and do I have the right Mookie? That's he was there.
Mookie Wilson.
Yeah, there's a lot of Mookies now, so I get confused. I can't keep
Mookie
my Mookie
Betts.
straight.
Yeah.
There's only one
Anyway,
Mookie.
so
Mookie
and I
Wilson.
was sitting there enjoying a game, and here it comes, and he was in shorts, and his shirt was all open because he just didn't care, and he had his big old Budweiser, and it was a spring training game, and I was like 15 years old, and it was like I'm glad I got to have that
That's
experience
cool.
in person.
That's cool.
Yeah. I got to sing it with him there, and then I actually got to go to Wrigley, which has been a lifelong dream for me to go to hit some of these historic parks. And I actually got to go to Wrigley, and then they had it recorded there, seventh inning stretch. He wasn't there, obviously, but it was really cool
That's
to
neat.
experience it in Wrigley. So
Yeah. Well, sorry. Maybe next time, guys. Maybe next time, Keon and Ralph, you can see it.
Yeah, the next time they throw up the old Harry Carey hologram, I'll have
I'm
to
there. Yeah.
check it out then. Yeah.
Straight Striper says, "Help me out, Blender. Just had a razor guard mishap, and now I'm going to show up to the event looking a bit different. Does anybody have the number for LeBron's hairspray guy?
no,
Ooh. What the? How did your razor get up there?" The Jet says, "Wow, I figured with the Cardinals game on at 4:30, you guys would take the day off.
No.
Pour me a beer. Let's have a great weekend, everybody.
well, we're not the station. We're not the Cardinal station. That's the
We're the
station.
everything station.
Yeah. Mhm.
We talk about
Everything.
all football teams and
Yeah.
baseball teams, and basketball teams. We don't get paid to say only good things about a certain team. You don't own us. We can say the Cardinals suck when they suck, and we can say they're great when they're great. We can be honest. We can be honest. Isn't it nice to have a station in town talking sports where you can be honest and not absolutely disgustingly full of crap every single time? Kyle G says they should move Field of Dreams around. You know, if it was in Detroit, you could have a field near a train station, have teams come by train, or maybe driven in by some old Model Ts.
You know, someone steps on a rusty nail, has to get a tetanus shot. How it goes when you're playing baseball in
there's going to be
train station in Detroit, abandoned train station.
Mr. Pringle, sending links ain't helpful. I will not click on links, just saying. But he does say, hello, Ralph.
Hello.
Big George says, wait, is the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League paid by Christian Care Ministries? It was kind of weird how that announcement came right after Jeffrey's commercial for the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. That's that thing where they're like, don't buy any insurance, give us all your money, and we promise we'll be there for you if you get sick. I think that's what that was.
Yeah.
Fecal Mist says, sorry if you covered this, but are you guys staggering the drafts? I'm renewing my wedding vows at noon on the 27th.
Oh, boy. That's too bad.
Well, you picked the wrong day to do that.
Yeah.
You should reschedule.
Maybe you can hold that off a little bit.
Or rethink
So we're not staggering the drafts like we've done in the past. We staggered the drafts, but then everything worked out so nicely. I realized I didn't got to do that. So all of the drafts will be done at the same time. I'm not sure if it's going to be at 1:30 or 12:30. I'm thinking probably 1:30 p.m. We still have a few more logistics to work out, but at 1:30 p.m. I think is when we're going to do all the regular Daily Blender Fantasy Football drafts. We will get back to you on that. I mean, you should just be there. I'll tell you what, Fecal, bring. Can I call you Fecal?
Can I call you Fecal?
Bring the little lady. Bring the little lady, Mrs. Mist. Bring Mrs. Mist.
Bring Mrs. Mist.
I will renew your vows.
Wow.
I will conduct.
I missed you guys.
And I feel like I can call you Fecal.
Yeah.
I feel like it's okay. I think we're on the first name basis.
Wow.
Tide Stick says, what's up, fellas? Can I get a tall bear? Or I think he means beer. He spelled bear. For a nice Friday. Hope you have a good one. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Fubar 1000 says, whoa, Harmon Solar dude. Hey, Solar dude. He's like, wait, who's Ralph? Is that Phil? Is Phil back?
Phil, wow.
Wow.
Don't call me Phil. That's fighting right there.
Yeah, you could say anything you want about his teams. You can say anything you want about Seattle. You can say what you want about anybody. That right there. The shirts are coming off and the knuckles are bare.
I'm not a Speedo wearing freak, so.
Your shirt's coming off?
Oh, not like that, Randy.
Oh,
like those bare knuckled fisticuff guys with the handlebar mustaches.
Gotcha. Sorry. Misunderstanding of my part.
King of Kitten says, I tried to listen to the Cardinals pregame station. Almost put me to sleep. Well, you just.
Well, it's almost like they have nothing to talk about.
You should put. You should put. We'll put you to sleep and tape that right over that dial position.
Well, welcome to the Cardinals this year. Their uniforms are the same, and Kyler, we're kind of out of content now. So over to you, John.
Fecal Mist says it's okay. Yes, we can be on a first name basis. All right. Well, bring the little lady. I'll take care of this. And then there's lots of great food, and you guys can go play video games and play pool or go bowling. I mean, if you're going to have a renewal honeymoon, Dave and Buster's at Tempe Marketplace, I'd say high marks.
That's the place to do it.
Yeah. Don't ask her about it. Surprise her with it.
just show up with her.
Oh, what a coincidence. Everybody's just drafting football here. I guess I got to take out my computer. I got to join them. I got no choice.
Later, a drunk Fecal Mist is like, I thought we were renewing vows, and now she's got a lawyer. I don't know what happened. I don't know why this is happening to me. Speaking of baseball, I guess if you can't be good at the game, it's a good thing your security's bad. Did you see the video at the Diamondbacks game, a couple of sort of streakers running around the field, making the security at Chase Field look horrific. Oh my God, it was embarrassing. Did you see the video? Two of them. They had two guys, I guess, at the same time. And they didn't get caught as much as they got tired. They were like doing cut moves and stuff. Guys are falling down and they're running and laughing like, oh, I didn't think about how to end this. Okay, you can take me. You can take me. What?
I heard that one of them got signed yesterday, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you can run the bases like that.
Pinch runner.
Why not?
One of the streakers had a Sharpie on his back, by the way, that said "Superheroes never die." I have no idea what that's supposed to mean.
Well,
because yes, that's what we think you are, pal. A superhero.
Wow.
Yeah.
A superhero for slowing down a game nobody wanted to watch anyway. Nobody was enjoying. And then,
where was the Sharpie?
It was on his back.
When they searched him,
the
they
Sharpie
could not
itself
find
was?
it.
Well, I don't know where the Sharpie was. That's a
You know darn well where he keeps it.
hopefully just left it in the stands. But
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah.
It might be why he slowed down. He's like, I can't run anymore or I'll lose it completely.
honestly,
I'm
it
chafing.
makes the
I'm
Diamondback
chafing.
security look much worse.
Oh,
All right, listen, we come back. I want to take a moment and I want to talk about how Major League Baseball is supporting online sports betting. There's a couple of different laws trying to get propositions trying to get passed, and what's going on in California. And it's very interesting. And let's just say I'm kind of glad it didn't go down like this in Arizona because we're super happy that we can have some fun with this sports betting online here. Come on back, kids. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
NFL Plus is here, which means no matter where you are, this is how you football. Live out-of-market preseason games, live local and primetime regular season games on your phone or tablet, 45-minute game replays, and more. This is the NFL for every fan. This is football freedom. This is your game on the go. Wherever you are, this is how you football. Go to plus.nfl.com/radio and start your free trial of NFL Plus today. Terms and conditions apply.
School is back and doorbusters are in session at JCPenney. Stock up now on best-in-class deals like kids' graphic tees starting at $5.99. Shop Arizona Jean Company and get your teens ready with buy one, get one free jeans and $19.99 sneakers. Hurry in store while they last. Extended store hours Friday and Saturday. Shopping is back and the savings are too. JCPenney. Doorbusters valid on select styles through 8/14. Conditions and exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
Man, I slept.
New ZQuil Pure Z's restorative herbal sleep is made for people who are tired of being tired.
I've never slept like this before. I've never woken up like this before.
A melatonin-free sleep aid made with a botanical blend that contains clinically studied and effective valerian root, hops, and passion flower, shown to help promote better restorative sleep. ZQuil Pure Z's restorative herbal sleep. Sleep this good, feel this good. Available at retailers near you.
Seems like everything is going electric these days. Electric cars, electric trucks. What you save on gas, you pay for with that electric bill. With all these things being plugged into your house, wouldn't it be nice to save up to 85% on your monthly electric bill? Well, you can do that with zero down and no payments for 12 months. Call Harmon Solar. Harmon Solar is a family-owned, woman-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189. Or go to harmonsolar.com.
The general election is November 8th this year. Voting locations are open on Election Day from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. All qualified voters must show ID. For a list of valid IDs, go online to arizona.vote. Have an early ballot? You can return it at any voting location or secure election drop box, and you don't have to wait in line. Learn more about voting locations at arizona.vote or call 1-877-THE-VOTE. This message is sponsored by the Arizona Secretary of State's office.
Your home has gone way up in value, but have you taken advantage of it? This is Rob Canier with a phenomenal opportunity to tap into some of your home equity, earning tax-free income and eliminating your mortgage payment while staying in your home as long as you want. With home prices leveling off, don't wait to learn more about the new reverse mortgage. This is a safe and proven money-saving and tax-free income opportunity for homeowners age 62 and older. Call me, Reverse Rob, and learn more today at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773, or download my app by searching Retire Right with Reverse Rob.
If it's local, we talk about it. 1580 and 99.3.
The Fanatic.
Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Glad I don't have to grill tonight because it is rainy and storming out there. I guess the water has hit the radio station. I grilled some chicken last night, Randy, and I got hit with some shrapnel. Some burning. Well, here's what it was.
Chicken shrapnel? Or?
Hear me out. So I got my chicken thighs on the top shelf there, and I turn them over. I'm slow cooking them, right? But it's hot, and when you get the chicken thigh, I bone in because I always like to bone in. All right, and so you know how when you turn it over, sometimes that juices / blood will start to cool up a little bit in a spot.
Yeah.
Well, I went out there and I grabbed this thigh with my tongs and I flip it over, but it kind of got away from me and it kind of did a flip down to the bottom grill. In the meantime, as it does its flip, that little pooled up bit of molten blood flew off the grill and hit me right in the ankle and gave me a 2nd-degree burn.
Well, Jeffrey, if you weren't wearing your thong when you were flipping the chicken,
good point.
You probably wouldn't be able to be hit by the fluid.
Yeah. Luckily, I hang to the left, or else that would have got me bad.
Oh, yeah, it would have been.
But no, that got my ankle instead on my right foot. But it's stinging. It's stinging. I don't know. What is your? Have you ever had a grilling mishap where you've sustained some sort of injury? Because that's pretty minor. A little burn, a little spot of burn on my ankle. It's annoying. It stings. It's not the end of the world. But
trying to think.
I definitely did when I was young.
When you were young?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
My dad was grilling and I was looking at he had charcoal going, and I and my extreme intelligence decided that I wanted to pick up one of those charcoal briquettes. So I grabbed it as it was white hot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So, and you were 22. How about you, Randy? Any mishaps on the grill?
I can't think of anything right off the top of my pointy head, but one time I dropped a whole ear of corn off the grill. I was grilling it, and I was rolling it, and the whole thing kind of rolled off. But I can't remember getting injured.
Well, that was the point. Have you ever sustained injury? I figured with all the grilling you do is something like your eyebrows get singed off.
Well, I mean, there was one time when I had a gas grill. I wasn't as sophisticated as I am now. I had a gas grill and I lit it, and it blew all the hair off my arm. Yeah, it went like that, and all the hair was gone on my arm.
That's a great smell, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh no, not really.
Yeah, I've singed the hair on my arm. Well, because I had a dirty grill, right? So I turned on the grill. I was going inside, get some hamburgers. I got a phone call or something, so it was a couple minutes. I walk out and that grill is on fire. Just I open it up, the flames there's nothing you can do at that point other than throw some water on it and start over.
Yeah.
But in the process, there's like all these curly little black hairs up and down my arm. It smelled funny.
I didn't have any hair on my arms for a while when that won. I was doing a remote one time with our former music radio station.
Okay.
And they were grilling out at the remote, and I'm doing the live hit, and I don't know what happened, but I look over and the guy that was working the grill, there was fire coming out of the propane tank.
Oh my God!
The hose had fallen off, and it had lit the stream of propane coming out.
That is terrifying.
Everybody's kind of milling around like, oh, geez, we're all going to die. And I'm doing this live hit, and I'm about 20 feet from this thing. So I start looking for cover, and I find some cover, and I finish my hit. And I come around the corner, and somebody had enough guts to go. It wasn't me, because I was busy, or I would have jumped into action. But hey, I was around the corner. I made sure there was plenty of product between me and that propane tank.
Let me tell you how it works for Randy and I. If the talent fee doesn't match our deductible,
yeah, we're
walking away.
Yeah,
you're on your own. No heroes here. Not at work. Nope.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, come on down by. Oh, geez, you know what? I got to move over here. They're grilling some hot dogs now, and actually, the tank was on fire. Yeah.
See ya. King of Kitten says Molten Blood. Now that's the name for a rock band right there, or maybe even an XFL team. Yeah. Molten Blood.
I could see
it's
that.
a true story, and it hurt too.
Oh, yeah.
Ukla says, "Oh boy, getting windy here. More leaves in my pool, and I don't even have a tree." I know the people behind us. I've got these giant bushes. Remember, I planted those bushes so I didn't have to look at these people. These giant bushes have flowers on them.
Oh boy.
It's right next to their pool. And I know they hate me. Constantly taking these yellow flowers out of their pool.
A very active weather day here in the valley. Yeah.
You gotta give me a weather forecast or a weather report. I know that we got monsoons right now.
Absolutely. From the 1580 to Fanatic Harmon Solar Weather Center, Chief Meteorologist Randy White reporting, and a lot of activity going on all around the state. We have a flash flood warning in effect. East Valley very active right now. Lots of monsoon activity. The South Valley it's coming up from Casa Grande right now. Northern Arizona, from Cave Creek on up to around Prescott, very active. Hell, we've got more activity than a dance, a freshman dance in high school. There's more activity going on. You can't believe how much activity out there. It's still warm out there, so be careful. And if the rains and weather hit, make sure you pull off the roadway. Be safe. Shut your lights off. Do not pull off the roadway and keep your lights on. Do not do that.
All right. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate that. Now, earlier, I had mentioned we wanted to talk a little bit about California. Now, we got the go ahead last year to start doing some sports betting. And where was it this year? Was it where are we? August? How long have we been doing this?
I believe
How long have we had sports betting?
January of this year.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
this year, because it was before football season last year, wasn't it?
Right. No, it was January. Was it January this year? I think. Maybe.
Yeah, Boogie made a big deal out of the fact that I thought that Rosalie had not won the Premier League. It turns out she did. I just forgot because I'm old. And he's like, he's trying to say you never won. There's no maliciousness. Randy and I are just getting old. And I have won what you would call the Premier League in the past. It just was before we were here in Phoenix. We used to be on in Palm Springs. And then before that, it was other shows. So I have won this championship. Just not in recent history. You know what I mean? The Colts and I have very similar records, always in the playoffs, always pretty good, just don't win the damn thing. And that's been the way it's been. So yeah. All right. So whether it was January, I believe it was probably right before. So last July or August, whatever the case, it's California's turn right now. It's California's turn to Radio Ron is texting me a video. Ron, is this you?
Another one of those him and his ashless chaps videos?
I don't want to see that again, please.
Sons of Apathy.
He liquored up a little bit early if he's sending stuff this early. Anyway, so California, they want to try to get the gambling going here, but there is a clash between the Indian tribes and the local government. Now, here's what it is. The Indian tribes say, we want Proposition 26. It would restrict betting to in-person only. Why do they want that? Because casinos, they want to have the sports books at the casinos. They want to be the only game in town when it comes to gambling. And they also have 4 racetracks. Proposition 27 would allow online sports betting. And so the two are separate from each other. I don't understand why you just can't have both. Because the Indian tribes behind Proposition 26 want to be the only game in town. They don't want the competition. So they're saying, it's either this or that. So Major League Baseball has said, well, we'd like that, please. They want, of course, DraftKings and FanDuel and all that stuff to be legal and okay in the state of California, because I don't know if you've noticed, there's a bunch of damn teams of a bunch of damn sports in California. Major League Baseball, how many is there? 5 teams? How many teams are
Dodgers,
Padres,
Giants, Angels, Padres?
There's 4.
4.
There's nobody else?
No. Tons of minor league teams. I mean, other stuff like that. But
who's betting on that, really? Can you bet on minor league?
I don't think you can.
Yeah, I was gonna be snarky, and then I gotta stop and say, I don't know. Maybe. You should not. Again, 1-800 next step.
Lakers, Clippers.
By the way, I do want to talk to you about the Lakers, but we'll wait a little bit.
3 basketball teams.
I heard your Thunder. I heard yours.
It's pretty bad over here right now.
Yeah, it's
bad.
The Lightning and Thunder. It's
you got the Raiders are gone. 49ers.
It's real. Hey, Randy, I think we're good, man.
We're good. 49.
Someone's having an episode.
He's going to go on for a while. We might as well just keep going. Anyway, here's
two
the point.
NFL teams. Go ahead.
I think there's more than two.
There's a lot more than two.
Because
Three.
the Chargers.
Chargers,
San Diego.
Chargers,
Rams,
Niners.
49ers. There's three. There's three NFL
Sacramento
teams.
Kings.
No, that's it.
Well, no, they've moved to the NFL because they realize we give up on basketball. They can't. It's not even worth it.
Yeah, they should move to something else other than football. Mm-hmm.
So here's the argument for the tribe. They've brought up, the kids. They're saying there's no foolproof way to ensure kids aren't gambling online. Oh, so that's why you want to have the monopoly on this. I get it. For the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But they're also, listen, I understand they're trying to protect their interests and, their income. But I got news for you. If you pass, something that for 27 that allows everybody to gamble, everybody's going to win there. It's not like that nobody's going to go to the casinos and know that people like to do a lot of stuff in person. People like to do stuff online. It doesn't matter. I think that it's a shame that they couldn't have figured this out together like we did here in Arizona. A lot of people who were trying to get this done for Arizona went and talked to the tribes, and they made an agreement. They figured out how to do it together. And look, we're having fun. California could very well blow this. For everybody. So hopefully they'll pass 27 and then they'll figure out a way how they can all do this in a fair way together. And the other thing is with Proposition 27 for the online stuff, though, they're also saying, hey, and this would also help regulate the online sports betting, a lot of integrity provisions so that Major League Baseball can be okay with the way this is done. They require sportsbook operators to notify leagues if there's some suspicious wagering activity, players and managers and stuff like that, and allow leagues to propose restrictions on betting markets that are particularly susceptible to the manipulation, and a bunch of other ways they can try to help make sure what everybody's afraid of happening doesn't happen. If you know somebody in California, tell them pass Prop 27. That's the way to go. And I think everybody wins on that.
4. It's Sacramento, Golden State, Clippers, Lakers. 4.
Radio Ron wants you all to know. Some of you are now on report, and that was just a video of the rain. He was just trying to show a video of how much it was raining there.
4.
For the record, I was not one of those people. Big George says there's 5 Major League Baseball teams in California.
What's the Dodgers,
Padres,
A's, Giants. A's,
the A's, yeah.
Angels. 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't count the A's. They're not really a professional team, but
there's only 4 teams there that anybody likes.
Well, a lot of people like
it's not yours, Ralph. It's not yours.
There's only one that's actually going to win World Series again. So yeah, okay.
Big George says, let me tell you, it's gotten pretty ugly here in California with tribe on tribe crime. The Indian tribes that have casinos don't want sports betting to be widely available because they want to be the only game in town. Meanwhile, the tribes without casinos want the proposition to pass because then they get a piece of that pie. There are so many ads on TV right now in California for that.
Makes sense.
Kings.
Yeah.
The Kings, the Ducks.
Lakers.
Kings, Ducks. No, NHL. Kings, Ducks. Sharks. There's 3 NHL teams.
I don't remember anybody asking about that.
Yeah, 3.
Randy just went above and beyond, really.
Yeah.
So it's just
3 NHL teams.
King Hinton says there's 4 NFL teams because the Raiders are California's team. Not anymore.
No.
Random Texter says Giants, Dodgers, A's, Angels, Padres. Come on, guys. Rye Guy says 5. There's 5.
I said there's 5. I corrected 5.
Ookla says there's 5, you morons. Guess the Cook says your neighbor has a giant bush. No, I have a giant bush. Oh, damn it. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Phrasing.
It's time once again for the Harmon Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. Set your picks each week and see if you are this season's best game picker. Play against the Fanatic Air Staff. Play against your fellow listeners. First prize is $1,580. Second place is $500. Thanks to our great friends at Harmon Solar. The Harmon Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. From your home for the NFL, playoffs, and Super Bowl in the Valley. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Start the second half of the baseball season right and turn K's into cash and big bombs into big wins with the FanDuel Sportsbook. Randy here from the Blender. And right now, new customers, you can step up to the plate with a no sweat first bet up to $1,000. Just sign up using promo code Randy1580. Place your first bet and FanDuel will give you up to $1,000 back in free bets if you don't win. Always, there's great promotions. The app is safe and secure. And wow, you get paid fast when you win. There is no better place on the planet to bet America's pastime than on America's #1 sportsbook. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Sign up using my promo code Randy1580 to get started with your no sweat first bet up to $1,000. 21 and older, present in Arizona. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as a non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342.
If you're an IT professional looking for an opportunity with great benefits and the freedom to creatively solve problems in a career with great growth potential and a team environment, look no further than Affinity Technology. Serving the Valley since 1992, Affinity Technology is looking for a level 1 tech to develop and deliver excellent solutions and outstanding customer service. Visit atechaz.com/jobs and get started with your future today. That's atechaz.com/jobs.
This is Aaron Warby, host of the Bulls and the Bears Radio Hour. In the show, we try to teach the tools, rules, and strategies that traders and investors need to do better with their wealth and portfolio income. But most of the time, an hour is just not long enough. At Online Trading Academy, we believe that the average person should be given the tools, rules, and strategies that Wall Street's elites have been using for years to outperform others. Are you one of the millions that have recently established a trading account? Or have you always wanted to trade or take a more active role in guarding and growing your own wealth, but have not had the know-how or confidence? We want to invite you out to a complimentary 3-hour power trading and investing workshop, where you'll learn what it is that the professionals use to limit their risks and maximize their possible gains in both trading and investing. To register, call 8448-TRADER. That's 844-887-2337, or text the word stocks to 25029. Again, that's stocks to 25029. Reserve your seat now.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Ralph with us from Harmon Solar, and Keon is in the control room. You guys are Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580. As we broadcast live in the Harmon Solar studio in Scottsdale, where I guess the entirety of rain started in my backyard and then traveled northwest up into your guys' neighborhood. I don't know how much of the valley this wetness is covering, but be careful if you're driving out there. Take your time and slow her down and just enjoy more of the Daily Blender as you go. 888-368-1580. Big George says, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news.
Newsflash. This is breaking news.
San Diego Padres star Fernando Tatis Jr. has violated Major League's baseball performance-enhancing drug policy and is facing a suspension.
What a shame.
What a shame.
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
King Kitten says, yeah, I think those yellow bells are the answer to not seeing my crappy neighbors on the property line. Can I just tell you something? Now, I'm going to only take a moment with this, so don't worry. I'm not going to get all horticultural on you here. But, well, originally, I just got tired of seeing my neighbors watching me from their windows, and I'm like, well, I want to grow some bushes back there along the fence line, but I can't have oleanders because I got dogs, and my dog is an idiot, and he'll chew on one of those and die. So I had to have something that was not going to poison my dog. And as we seen some other neighbors had some yellow bells, and we thought, oh boy. So we put 8 straight across the back fence. But much to my befuddlement, 3 of them have grown to like 12 feet in a year and a half.
Wow.
The other ones are sitting there like I've named one Kyler Murray to give you an idea. It's just not, it's not even past 6 feet yet. And I can't understand. It's all the same dirt. It's the same line. I have water going to all of them. Why are some of these growing and some of them not? Is there somebody stealing the water from underneath my plants or something? I'm not quite sure what the hell's going on, because I can still see some jackass neighbors over there. Can't see that guy, but then over there, I thought they would all grow together. Does anybody know anything about bushes?
It could be just a lack of water or drainage of water.
Well, there's plenty of water and it's soaking in. I don't have like puddles or nothing. It's all working.
Well, then I don't know.
Maybe light.
God, we know as much about gardening as we do sports. 888-368-1580. Hefty Lefty says, welcome back, Ralph. Who's your college football team? God knows the Sea Quails aren't going to be worth watching this season.
USC. And they're looking pretty good to start the season. So, yeah, moving to the Big Ten. That's going to be good. New coach, bunch of new players. Pretty exciting. I think they came out 15th in the poll. It just came out today.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, they look good.
That's the way it's going to be. He's going to walk in with a USC, hat or shirt every day.
I don't expect him to have a hat or a shirt. I expect him to come in the, the whole Trojan outfit with the sword and just land into the studio.
Yeah.
I feel like if they have a bad season, he suddenly will be wearing some UCLA stuff.
That'll never happen. That's disgusting.
Some dude says it was September, actually, of 2020 is when that went legal.
September.
Has it been that long? Or was it 2021?
Do you remember? The 21st of September.
Boomer Sooner says, I thought his name was Jake. Sorry, I goofed that up. Sorry, Ralph. Pour Ralph a beer for Boomer Sooner, he says. That wasn't intentional. He wasn't, although it was funny. Kyle G says, well, I guess a few packages might get wet. I didn't know you were a FedEx driver, or I did and I forgot, but there is zero visibility through his windshield. I am hoping you're parked.
Yeah.
Mr. Pringle says, hey, Ralph, tanking the season should be no problem for the Seahawks. After all, Pete Carroll is tanked a Super Bowl all on his own once. And that's why Marshawn Lynch drinks.
Marshawn got tanked the other night. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Every day, more video comes out about that. And he's such a sweet guy, even when he's belligerently drunk. He wasn't like swinging and hitting. It's just Marshawn Lynch.
Yep.
And it's a shame that all happened. And thank God nobody got hurt. But yeah, hopefully he gets his act together. I hate to see him like this.
Chicken.
Kiss the Cook says Friday. It's karaoke Friday, right? I'm requesting Sail On by Lionel Richie. I'll call it when it's my turn to sing.
Wow.
Is there a show that actually does that? Because I want to put a complaint on their license. If
the morning show actually had Izzy sing. Isaiah's sang today on the air at the end of the show. Yeah. He did a whole rendition of that. That I can't think of the name right. Delpho, Lamont, and Cleo, whatever it was.
Did he sing a whole song? We're not.
He sang the whole damn song. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there's going to be a random texter says, Jeffrey, since we're talking horticultural, I think there's somebody in the studio today that's a transplant from SoCal that needs to be replanted in SoCal. Enough of the Dodger and USC crap, Ralph.
I'm sorry that I want to talk real sports. That's your problem.
Wow.
Just saying.
Real sports.
Yeah.
I guess we can review. The Cardinals, they're still going to be pretty good.
Not really.
So they're real.
Nah.
The Diamondbacks, okay, you got us on that one. The Suns, infinitely better than your Lakers. So
still haven't seen a title.
I believe the Suns eliminated the Lakers from play.
And I believe they still haven't put a trophy up. So good. Next.
And then there's the hockey, which is a work
Next.
in progress. So we got two good ones and a work in progress, Ralph.
And 0 championships to show. So
You
next.
got the Lakers who are in the crappy bottom. You got the Seahawks in the crappy bottom. Yeah, okay, we'll spot you the Dodgers, but they're not going to win the World Series.
Yes, they will.
And then, do you even watch hockey?
Yeah, I'm a big hockey fan. I played hockey for years.
Who's your team again?
The Kings.
That's easy.
So every team
Anyway.
you just mentioned and that you for my teams all have trophies. Every team you mentioned for you, none.
And every team I mentioned has to keep referring to their past trophies because not a damn thing interesting has happened lately.
I take exception to one because the
Diamondbacks did
do
buy one.
have.
Yeah, they bought one.
Oh, and the Dodgers are not. They did that.
Your entire
legitimately.
existence is bought, Ralph.
Okay.
The Dodgers are bought, paid for
Alrighty.
receipts. Are you kidding?
Oh gosh, love the.
Let's see. Mr. C says, "What's up, Blenders? In honor of Marshawn, I'm just here so I don't get fined."
Yeah.
King Kitten says, "I'm Bryant Gumbel, and this is Real Sports." And nobody or no animal is going to chew on enough oleander to die. By the way, I got the oleanders. They taste so bad. Why are you eating oleander? He says, but yeah, it's not going to happen. Well, the oleanders are the fastest growing bushes, bar none. They don't require a whole lot of anything. And like if I have a big piece of property and I don't want to see neighbors, that's what I'm doing is oleanders. But I love my dog. I don't want my dog to get sick. That's all.
I don't think he would get sick.
My wife likes yellow flowers, so bite me. Screaming Eagle says, "Oh my God, the 101 is a parking lot. All this rain. Is it still raining over there?
It's
still pouring.
Oh yeah. It's raining in Scottsdale right now, and there is a big cell moving across the city as we speak.
The second person to accuse, Hefty Lefty, says, "I feel like Donnie is Ralph's burner phone, where he can talk even more trash on Arizona sports."
No, Arizona sports is that way down the dial.
Well, don't tell them which direction.
That way.
Rye Guy says, "I can't find anything that says Junior Tatis has tested positive. Doesn't mean it didn't happen. I just find it hard to believe and would be disappointed if he did. He seems smarter than that."
Yeah, it's confirmed by ESPN.
Well, I'd pause on that.
I checked. They've been wrong before, but I checked the Twitter. Sam Dykstra, who reports for the minor league baseball systems and works for an MLB pipeline. Yeah,
CBS Sports just released it just now.
Yeah, so it happened minutes ago. So there's not going to be a ton of websites with the story up this second, but it'll be there.
Big George says, "Sounds like you need to get a professional gardener, Jeffrey. May I suggest Alan Tickmarch?" I don't know what he's talking about. Is that a reference to a TV show or something? Alan Titchmarsh? Titchmarsh? Wow, George. Fighting Wampa says, "Did you guys happen to see what Deion Sanders said about the Hall of Fame?" Yeah, we're going to talk about that a little bit later on. Ukla says, "Wait till my Irish kill your Trojans this year, Ralph."
Not likely, but okay. You should be thinking that way. It's good for you. Trojans look sick.
Toby.
They look sick.
Lost Toby says, "Kirk Cousins is dying right now." Who
He's
said
what?
that?
He's
Nobody
dying?
said that.
No, he's not dying.
He must be on the field.
He does have the COVID.
God bless you. God bless you.
I love when you guys see me sneezing. Nobody ducks my microphone or tries to fill the space.
I can't do anything about it.
Hefty Lefty says, "Tatis getting suspended just reminds me. How'd you get fired on your day off? Huh?" Yep. Hey, let's. I got a man of the day real fast before we start talking football and stuff.
Right.
Our man of the day is another Guinness Book of World Records record breakers. This one right here. There's no denying it's manly. There's no denying he has suffered for this art. There's no denying that if you break a world record for eating 17 ghost peppers in 1 minute.
Oh my God.
Gregory Foster did it faster than before. He ate 17 in 1 minute. And what happened to him later that night, I can't even imagine.
Oh my God. I played ball here in Arizona. I played baseball and I was, that's Thunder. And Cecil, Wonder Dog. He heard it as well. I played baseball. My coach in the summer league that I was in, my coach, David Mena, a Hispanic gentleman who I love dearly. He had a garden in his house, at his house, not in, but at his house. And I was a catcher. So, okay, a lot of people say catchers don't have any brains because they're the ones sitting back there, catching the fastballs, taking the foul ball tips, that sort of thing. I walk up to his porch one day before practice. He goes, "Randy White, eat this." He always called me Randy White. "Randy White, eat this." And so I did. It was a ghost pepper. Worst mistake I ever made.
He was not your friend.
Oh, he laughed. He laughed. I was vomiting. I was dry heaving right there on the porch of his house.
There has been only a few things in my life that I have eaten and it has hurt me later, if you know what I mean.
Ghost
you
pepper.
know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah, I know exactly what you mean. By the way, there's more breaking news on Tatis.
It's about the Dodgers.
No.
News.
Ralph.
He is
Get some.
So Fernando Tatis has received an 80-game suspension without pay for violating
80 without pay.
80 without pay. The Office of the Commissioner of Baseball just announced it.
Wow.
Yep.
What the hell was he doing?
PEDs.
Well, I know they name what it was.
They didn't say. They didn't say.
I did see it earlier.
Performance enhancing drugs is all they're saying.
It's Serabital or something like that. I gotta get it back in front of my face.
80 games. Oh, that's a killer.
Clostebol is what it's called.
Clostebol. Yeah.
I want to just take a moment real fast and assure all the listeners of the Daily Blender, we will not be giving you score updates of the Cardinals preseason game because it doesn't matter. We're not going to do that to you. Okay.
So we're losing, huh?
Yeah. I don't know. It's not even started yet. It's preseason. Who cares? Hefty Lefty says the record holder for the hottest Carolina Reaper peppers grown eats 3 every day. He never goes for speed, though. His name is Ed Curie. Perfect last name. Can I just say, I appreciate the manliness of breaking a record, doing it to break a record. Now, I've had a jalapeno eating contest with my fellow man, and, I can do that, and I've won. But I don't like ruining food with super hot sauce or super hot peppers because it takes away from the flavor of the food. You get to a certain point in your life where you're like, I don't got nothing to prove now. I'm just going to enjoy my meal.
See, but jalapenos are good when they're good. But a ghost pepper is tricky in that you eat it and you don't realize it's hot until about a minute after you eat it. Then it gets, hence the name ghost pepper.
I have a feeling Ralph weeps after he eats some Taco Bell sauce. It says mild on it.
I like some pepper. I'm not a big pepper guy. My son is. He does I can't remember what it is. Has 6 million or 7 million Scoville units.
Oh boy!
And he uses it before he pitches. He puts it on his tongue.
Oh my God!
Yeah, which is insane.
Performance enhancing pepper.
Yeah,
There is a place downtown called Mrs. Chicken, and that is the spiciest chicken I've ever eaten in my life. I just got their regular hot. It's like they had a whole listing that started at no spice and went to triple hot. I just got hot. I thought I can handle that. I like spicy food.
And she got you.
Got me. I mean,
coming and going.
But yeah, I mean, naturally, that's usually how it goes.
That's one that gets you going down and one gets you coming back out.
And I was just sitting in this restaurant dying. I don't know. I went back and got it again because I had to finish it in one sitting.
You went and got it again?
I had to finish it in one sitting.
What the hell's the matter with
my
you,
pride
Keon?
was wounded
Wow.
that I had to actually get a to-go box and go home with it. So I went back again and I actually finished it in one sitting. But that is not a joke. It's not a joke.
Well, as far as it goes for this guy from San Diego, 17 ghost peppers, 1 minute. I'll give him man of the day for that. Why not? I'll give him man of the day.
17.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Poor guy.
So
that's the gift that keeps on giving, man.
Our man card violation of the day goes to Braden Wallach. With a name like Braden, you know a man card violation's coming.
Wallach, okay.
Braden Wallach is the CEO of a company called Hyper Social. I guess it helps companies market themselves on the LinkedIn. So now he's got a post up there. So it turns out he had to lay a few people off. I guess business ain't so great. And he posted up a picture of himself crying.
No.
He's crying because I had to lay people off, and I'm just so sad about laying people off. How do you think the people who lost their jobs feel? Are we supposed to feel sorry for you? You
Braden,
still have a job.
Yeah, you're going to go up at the end of the day, go home to your house. It's paid for.
His post was talking about how it's my fault. I made bad business decisions in February and I stuck with it too long. And I wish I could be more cold-hearted. And I wish I didn't care so damn much, but I just do.
Wow.
Stop it. That's offensive. You're going to fire a bunch of people and then just try to get some sympathy for yourself by posting it. Listen, if you're that sensitive and you feel bad, go home and feel bad. And, that's fair. It's fair to feel bad about having to fire people. I never have. But it's fair to feel bad about firing people. You post a picture of it like, oh, look at me. Now you're a jackhole. Now it's not just cringy, it's offensive. And of course, nobody's going to respect you. And now all the people you fired hate you even more. And the people who work for you have lost all respect. What a bad look. Man card violation for Braden Wallach I can't remember the name of the company, but still, my God.
Hyper Social, I believe, was the name of the company.
I was trying not to promote it. I was going to say, there's a fellow from Harmon Solar. I don't know.
Oh, no.
Wow. Tuck says that Braden guy is getting roasted online for it. He's trying to clean up the mess, but he keeps making it worse. So now he's trying to go back and double down on the weeping thing.
Because the weeping by itself, the problem is you're weeping when other people have it worse, and you're the reason why they have it worse. Just let it go.
You still have a job. You still have dinner. You still have an apartment. You still have rent. You still have your house. You still have your jet ski. You still have this. The other people are trying to figure out what the hell to do next.
Wait.
Oh, no. But you go ahead and have a nice cry.
He's got a jet ski?
I imagine every CEO has a jet ski. I think that's just sort of like the rules.
Does
I'm guessing the Radar Run has a jet ski.
He does?
Yeah, of course he does. He's got his electric bike that he goes out on. Ralph, your boss has got to have a jet ski, right?
I don't think he's into that. No.
Wave Runner?
No.
Ralph, do you have a jet ski?
No, not at all. No.
You guys need to go ride some.
I've ridden them. I just don't have one.
Well, your boss needs to. He definitely will go get one.
Your boss needs to buy you.
Oh my God, they're fun. They are so
They're a lot
fun.
of fun. Yeah, I love them.
This weeping little person here, that's got a jet ski. Look at his hair. That's jet ski hair if I've ever seen it. Hefty Lefty says that dude has absolutely been crucified on LinkedIn the last 24 hours, and it's hilarious. Well, glad we could add to it because it's a man card violation faux show. When we come back, what do you guys say? Let's talk some NFL football. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
No one else does what I do in diamonds. Sorry if that sounds bold, but it's true, and I do it all for you. Hi, Diamond Dave Cantor, the only wholesale diamond dealer open to you by appointment. I import diamonds directly from cutters from around the world. That's right. That means you're getting diamonds direct from the source. We have the lowest overhead office of anyone in the diamond business. So we ship to clients around the world because of our low price wholesale model. We design and create your custom rings. Again, working directly means you're working with the source. No one else with fourth generation connections, direct diamond importing, and design and manufacturing works directly with you except me. And with all that, we still offer incredible one-on-one service, direct contact on my personal cell through the process, and the promise we want you to have the best diamond quality and experience in any price range.
No one else can do what Diamond Dave does. Call him today at 480-397-2450 or reach him on Instagram at Diamond Dave Cantor. That's Kantor, or visit him online at diamonddaveaz.com.
Hey guys, time to get your fantasy football on. Be part of the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League. See if your team has what it takes to take on the Blender personalities of the fourth dimension. You could win $100 from our friends at Harmon Solar if you win your league. To sign up, just email me, blender@1580thefanatic.com. Blender@1580thefanatic.com. That's blender@1580thefanatic.com. Oh, wait, you should probably listen to the show too. It's the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League, only from 1580 The Fanatic.
School is back and doorbusters are in session at JCPenney. Stock up now on best-in-class deals like kids' graphic tees starting at $5.99. Shop Arizona Jean Company and get your teens ready with buy one, get one free jeans and $19.99 sneakers. Hurry in store while they last. Extended store hours Friday and Saturday. Shopping is back and the savings are too. JCPenney. Doorbusters valid on select styles through 8/14. Conditions and exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, be the largest timeshare company in federal court and has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-611-7272. That's 800-611-7272.
And that one is out of here. The first half of the baseball season is in the books. Now things really get fun. Will the Mets hold on to take the East, or will the defending champs make it interesting? Swing and a liner, fair ball. The Astros are starting to look like the Yankees' biggest contender, or will the Twins set sail in the second half to challenge for the AL crown? Get the latest from around the MLB on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
The Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. I think Ralph is totally in the bathroom right now.
I think it is. Yeah.
I'm just glad he turned off his feed.
Now we can be thankful for the small things.
Yeah. He's gonna let that one go by. Sometimes you let a couple of those fastballs go by. It's just a lot of rain, a lot of water out there. Please be safe as you find your way home this afternoon. And a couple of the TV stations, a couple of my friends have called up and said, "You got power? Can we come over there?" I guess power outages are popping up all over the valley. So if you have any power right now, you are one of the lucky ones. 31,000 people without power reported so far. More expected, and it looks like it's a lot of Scottsdale, which we're lucky to be on the air right now. A chunk of Phoenix, a chunk of Paradise Valley, and a little bit of Fountain Hills, a little bit of what is a arrow right over one guy's house in Alhambra, whatever that is. Anyway, so be careful out there and stuff. Here's the thing: don't panic, don't freak out. Just give yourself a little more room between you and the guy in front of you. Because, breaks, water, stuff.
Yeah.
Boomer Sooner says, "Holy crap, Jeffrey, I'm monsooning over here. Can you hear me? I'm sinking fast." You'll be fine, Boomer Sooner. You'll be fine. Lost Toby says, I used to be able to eat spice like an Aztec warrior, but after COVID, I just can't anymore. Is it too spicy for you now, or you just can't taste it anymore? Case the Cook says, breaking news, the Cardinals just came out for warm-ups, and now they're down by 13 points already. I actually have something very serious to talk about real fast. Before we talk football, this is very serious, okay? I don't want to hear any jokes. This is very serious, and it's an announcement that we all have to make. It has come down. I was handed a piece of paper, and I was told, in the public interest, you must make this announcement. Okay. Every radio show is doing it, every station in every language, all across the country. This is how serious this is. So there was a zoo. They are not going to say where. They're not going to say, what city, because they don't want to panic anybody. This message is for one person only.
Okay.
They will know if it's them when they hear it. To the person who broke into the monkey enclosure, seek medical attention immediately. You may have been exposed to a potentially fatal herpes virus. So if you've broken into a monkey enclosure, please seek medical attention immediately. The enclosure had macaque monkeys. It was broken into. They don't know who it was. They don't know anything about it other than the fact that they probably have some fatal monkey herpes right now. I'm not going to go into how those herpes were transmitted from monkey to person. That's none of my business. But somebody went in there and they suspect that the person intruded to get coins out of the monkey float. Or they have the moat down there. And while they were there, they were exposed to monkeys. And now they're like, listen, we're not judging. We're worried for your safety more than anything. These monkeys, God, you just don't have any idea what they do. We see it. You don't see it. We know. Fatal monkey herpes. So, if you are that person, skip the Valtrex, go to the ER.
Because do they move you at the front of the line if you go to the ER? Just if you tell them
3 words. Fatal monkey herpes. All right, wait, we had a gunshot wound, but hold on. Get this idiot in there. Get this idiot in there. Now, the funny thing is the zoo says, well, the person was not really a risk to the monkeys, but that cold sore is going to kill you. So that I have announced it. Do with this whatever you want. Godspeed, ladies and gentlemen. 888-368-1580. So, all right. Are you going to watch any of this preseason game, Randy? Or are you going to try to see? Because I told you guys before, it can be entertaining to watch a preseason game of your own team, because what you end up doing is you end up watching some of these young players who you may never see on the football field during the regular season. And there you can kind of spot some drama like, oh, that guy's really trying to make the team. Oh, that guy just did an amazing play, or that guy blew it so bad. That's very, very sad. You know, there is some entertainment to be had, and it's even better if it's your team. You get little highlights. You get like, oh yeah, so that's all right. You're not going to see any real plays because they're not going to show you their playbook in this. You're not going to see starters really, but Ookla says, well, explains where Ralph just went. He's not here to defend himself, so I can't say. But so you can find your own a bit of entertainment watching your team in preseason.
No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm taking Miss Kim out tonight.
Good for you. Good for you.
That's probably
my wife is right now hunkered down in front of that TV.
Yeah,
No.
I mean,
No.
look, if you're invested in some of these players, especially the ones like Zaven Collins last year, who just struggled with injury a lot and figuring things out. I'm interested in seeing what he looks like, and it's not going to be. Yeah. I'm not going to learn whether or not he's made this fantastic leap, but if he looks healthy, if he's fluid when he's moving, that's good. That's a good sign. That's stuff I want to see.
What I love. What I is the train wrecks. Like if I'm going to watch any of this on the NFL Network, it doesn't play these preseason games live. You end up seeing the DVR of it later, right? But what I wish I had seen, I wish I had found a way, and I might still look it up anyways. Was the Patriots preseason game?
Oh, I saw it.
Well, oh my God. Please share with me. Was it a cluster? Was it a mess? He had Matt Patricia doing some calls. He had Joe Judge they were taking turns doing play call. How bad of a nightmare was this?
I mean, yeah, look, I am the person that when I watch a movie trailer, I look for two things. Is the movie great or is the movie awful? Because I will go watch both. If a movie is awful in a very creative way, I have to go see that. I got to see it. So I absolutely tuned in to watch the train wreck. And I got to tell you, yes, it wasn't as bad, I guess, as I'd heard. But at the same time, the offense didn't look like it was, especially with the starters out there, and Mac Jones didn't play. But, some of these other guys, it didn't look great. And then they kind of put it together at the end, near the end of the game. Bailey Zappi, the quarterback that they drafted, I think in the 4th round, he made some plays, but it wasn't stuff that they designed. It was the play broke down. And because he's athletic and can move around a little bit, he was able to make some things happen. I really didn't feel like the Patriots had a great look. And honestly, the Giants looked bad too. It was a fantastic mess.
I'm sorry. Did you say Bailey Zappi?
That's his name. From Western Kentucky.
There's it never ceases to amaze me how many weird names pop up every single season.
Bailey Zappi.
Look, you bring in hundreds of people into the league. You're going to get some great names on an annual basis.
What we're learning is some of your parents are dicks. So I also I wish I'd seen the game just to see this complete train wreck of Patricia and Judge taking turns calling plays. And again, probably no real plays. Probably just basic plays as you do for preseason. But I also, what was the look on Bill Belichick's face? It couldn't have been good. It couldn't have been happy.
Well, you can't tell.
When is it? Right,
yeah,
right.
He's got the most stone-faced face in the league. But he just looked completely nonplussed throughout the entire experience. He didn't look impressed by any of it. There are times when things are moving a little smoothly, and you can see him. He looks confident. He didn't look confident. He looked not dejected, but he just looked like he didn't care because he didn't
in his
see
head.
a team.
He's on his boat.
Yeah, like what I don't remember what his boat's called, but
8 rings.
8 rings. He's at his happy place.
Yeah, boy, he wishes the offseason were right around the corner because this team has a lot of work to do. Both of them, by the way. The Giants were equally terrible. Daniel Jones
tanking
played. The starter, Daniel Jones, played and looked bad, looked truly terrible.
Yeah, but some of the throws he made were right in the hands of the receivers, and they just can't catch.
He did make a throw to Kenny Galladay on a slant pass right on the goal line, and Galladay just dropped it. But there were 3 throws. He just overthrew guys.
Wow.
Well, we're not legally allowed to play the Patriots feed audio, so we've gotten a transcript. So Randy and I are going to recreate the conversation that the press had with Bill Belichick after the game. So let's go ahead and do that. Randy, you go ahead and start.
Yeah, Coach. Yeah, we both saw Matt Patricia and Joe Judge taking turns on play call duty tonight in the offense. Is that the plan moving forward? Having them switch back and forth? And do you plan on naming a single guy or going with both?
Yeah, well, we did that with this game. And we did a lot of things in this game beneficial in the long run. And whether it's on the coaching staff, playing time, players played, and so forth. It's all part of the process.
Yeah, Bill, what were some of the benefits of having Joe and Matt call plays tonight?
I thought it'd be a good opportunity for us to do that.
Do you know if one will call plays when the regular season arrives?
Yeah, don't worry about that. We'll work it out.
But have you decided?
We're going through the process. It's just like everything else on this team.
You mentioned earlier with the offensive play caller, you're going through a process. What else, Bill, do you need to see?
I don't need to see anything. We're going through a process. Simple as that.
Okay, just a little bit unusual situation for us that have watched you guys before.
What do you want me to do?
I guess we're looking for a little clarity here, Bill, as to why we're seeing what we're seeing.
In clarity, there was a man I used to open mouth kiss, and he's not here anymore. And
yeah, that's not the question I asked, Bill. Sorry, Bill.
I've hypocritical owner.
Bill, we're not used to seeing this, Bill. The open mouth kissing, we're used to seeing that. But what about play calling?
on the phone with Deshaun Watson and giving him
Bill,
high five.
Bill, we're talking about play calls.
Be
Play
a little
calls, Bill.
honest, I'm kind of
Bill,
dead
stay with us, Bill.
kind of dead inside, and we're going through a process. They're just going through a process, I guess.
It's like what process? Your defensive coach, your former defensive coach, who's never called a single play on offense until yesterday, is now calling plays for you offensively, and it looks as bad as we thought it was going to look.
Old pencil in the ear.
Yeah, old pencil in the air with the laminated sheet that he can't write on with the pencil. What process are we talking about?
A lot of food gets processed.
Matt Patricia does process a lot
Bill,
of food.
We're not, Bill. We're not talking food, Bill. Play calls, Bill.
What do you
play
want from me?
A clear answer, Bill.
Holy cow. Now, Radio Ron has sent me a photo just outside of our studios. A tree is down.
Huh.
Is that your car, Keon?
Now, hold on.
Yeah.
No, it looks like luckily it missed. There's a little black SUV out there that it seems to have missed. But yeah, it's a puddle in the parking lot out there. As we are now speaking, I am told that 99.3 FM has now been downed to a power outage, but we still have the AMs on from what I'm told. So just let us know when we're not on anything anymore so we can just, go get some dinner. That's all we need to know. My wife says, "Go Cardinals." I'll be watching for about 5 minutes.
God bless you, Alex.
No, I know her. She's going to watch longer. You'll see. Lost Toby says picks or it didn't happen. Nope. I just got a pick. Dropping the Soap says, I just turned on the radio. So you might have discussed this already, but Fernando Tatis, 80 games, huh?
Yeah.
For the PED.
Wow.
Shame. Okay. Now everybody else's texts are just about the poor person who, probably has the fatal monkey herpes for breaking into an enclosure.
Yeah, that's too bad. I mean, we'll have to watch out.
Boogie wants to know if anybody's given the zoo the location or a picture of the moist one. Although Big George, he actually thinks it was you, Boogie. He says you need to get checked out like right now for those monkey herpes. Wow. Let's see. Boomer Sooner says, sorry, guys. Lightning interference is making it hard to listen on AM. It'll pass. Be patient. Boy, you guys are spoiled. King Kitten says, I'm showing her all my trick plays tonight. All right.
Excuse me?
What?
Excuse me?
I'm not sure where the horse comes into play here. But
Me neither, honestly.
What is this, Tijuana? Kiss the Cook says, that can't be true about the monkey herpes. That sounds like monkey business to me. And I guess, that guy didn't need any assistance from Summit Male Medical. Why are you assuming it's a he? Who knows what's happening? Monkey herpes. Well, that explains where Ralph went, says Ookla. Hefty Lefty says, Bill sounds like he was doing his best 76ers GM impression from 5 years ago. You got to trust that process. Yeah. Boogie says, yesterday, Bill's just messing with the entire NFL. Teams, players, media. I wondered about that. I really did wonder if Bill Belichick is just mind bleeping everybody, and then they're going to come out and run the table like Tom Brady days of past.
Yeah.
I wondered.
Yeah.
But I doubt it.
Yeah. You don't have an offensive coordinator.
Lost Toby says, the AM works great in Glendale. And listen, people, to be honest, if it was Tijuana, it's a donkey, not a horse. Thank you for that correction. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with some more NFL stuff. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
There's no doubt that Harman Solar can save you up to 85% on your monthly electric bill. That's a fact. Bruce Jacobs here. But did you know it's possible to get solar for $0 down and no payments for 12 months? You can lease, finance, or even purchase outright. They have plans that fit everybody. Harman Solar is a family-owned, women-owned local company that uses top-of-the-line equipment. Call Harman Solar at 800-281-3189. That's 800-281-3189, or go to harmansolar.com.
The NFL Week 1 odds are out, and now's the time to try FanDuel Sportsbook. If you haven't already, get in on the action early this season. Right now, new FanDuel Sportsbook customers can get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. Will the Rams repeat as Super Bowl champions? I don't know about Matt Stafford's arm. How about the Jaguars? Going to have more than 2 wins this season? You can sign up using promo code Randy1580 and get going. Place your first bet, and FanDuel will give you up to $1,000 back in free bets if you don't win. There is no better place to get ready for the football season than on FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook and official sports betting partner of the NFL. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app now and sign up using my promo code Randy1580 to get started with your no sweat first bet up to $1,000. Remember, you've got to be 21 or older, present in Arizona. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credits that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Please call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342.
Hey guys, it's Stephen McCollum from The Main Event, here to tell you about Access Property Advisors. When I need to buy or sell properties or get them rented out, Access Property Advisors gets me the best sales price or lease terms to make my rental properties profitable. Jason Sellers has an impressive team of professionals at Access Property Advisors, experts in just about anything you can need with real estate. So whether you want to find the home of your dreams, sell your home, or manage your rental property, do what I do and give Access Property Advisors a call at 602-614-5590. That's 602-614-5590, or visit accesspropertyadvisors.com.
Hey everybody, it's Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. For years, I've been telling you about refinancing, new home loans, all the great stuff that the Lund Mortgage Team can help you with from start to finish. Now, things have gotten a little crazy, right? The rates were bouncing all over the place. Now they're officially higher than they've been in a long time. And now more than ever, I think it's important to have a mortgage professional that has been there, done that. Any Yahoo can sell you a mortgage when it's 2.75%. Those people are going away. The real professionals are the ones that are staying in business and helping their clients through this kind of tough time out there as far as mortgage rates are concerned. Those people are the Lund Mortgage Team. Matt Oliver, Lisa Lund, they've owned this team for a long time, over 2 decades in the Valley. They are the best in the business, and they will walk you through the process, whether it's refinancing now or probably more importantly, a new home loan. Let them do all the heavy lifting for you. Call today, 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940. or online, lundmortgage.com.
1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Live and local.
Well, rain, lightning, high winds, blowing dust throughout the valley. Be careful if you're on your way home. As we continue trekking our way towards 6 o'clock tonight here on the Daily Blender on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. And baseball season, second half of the season underway. And you can really turn about some Ks into cash, big hits into big wins with the FanDuel Sportsbook. Right now, if you haven't tried FanDuel, now's the time to do it. Because new customers can step up to the plate with a no sweat first bet up to $1,000. What this means is you sign up using my promo code Randy1580, place your first bet, and FanDuel will replace your bet up to $1,000 in free bets if you don't win. So let's say you put $100 on the Diamondbacks to win, and they don't. FanDuel's going to give you $100 in free bets back. They've always got great promotions going on every day. There's every sport you could think of. Horse racing is on there, baseball, golf, hockey. They've got everything you could want. You can build parlays, so you can turn a little wager into a big win. The app is safe and secure. They even have a new feature called Parlay Plus, where you can bet across different sports. For example, you might take a baseball game or two. You might put that the score line on there. Take the team you want to win. Just basically on the score line. Then you might take a football game, maybe, I don't know, maybe tonight's game, Cardinals. And you have, I don't know, you have Eno Benjamin to rip off 30 yards. So you take the over, 30 yards or over. That's a Parlay Plus. See what I'm saying? So there's no better place to bet America's pastime baseball on America's #1 sportsbook. No better place for you to have every opportunity you can to win than on the FanDuel Sportsbook app. Sign up using my promo code Randy1580 to get started with your no sweat first bet up to $1,000. Got to be 21 or older. Present in Arizona, first online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit. It's easy for me to say. A refund issued as a non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem, 1-800-NEXT-STEP, or text NEXT STEP to 53342. Jeff, go.
Thank you, Randy. My wife is giving me updates from downstairs. She's letting me know that she can't wait to get rid of DirecTV because the satellite signal has been interrupted by how heavy the rain is in the clouds.
Wow.
She's also telling me, hey, some rookie quarterback, McSorley, he just got a touchdown. And she says,
so this is an official update here.
Yes.
Now it's a blender update of the Cardinals game going on right now. Here's Jeffrey O'Brien.
Here's her exact transcript. Touchdown Cardinals with some rookie quarterback. I have no idea, but he did great. It's McSorley. By the way, McSorley sounds like a name of like a Simpsons character. It can't be a real person. But whatever.
Full name Trace McSorley.
And then she says the extra point was missed by this kicker Prater. Oh Lord, not that again. It's such a simple game. Ugh, 6-0. Holy cow! That okay? Then yeah, she says watching the game right here. She's like, and then she wants everybody to know she loves me. Anyway, so that's what's going on there.
Thought we weren't doing Cardinal updates, but
wait.
apparently.
Boss Toby says rookie quarterback threw a touchdown. It was a pick six. Well, was McSorley not our quarterback? Yeah, you're right. We're not going to do this.
Pick six.
Kenny Kitten says only DirecTV has NFL Sunday Ticket for 2022. Yep, I know. That's why after this year's done, probably around February, March, I'm getting a different hookup cable, or maybe I'm just going to go completely cutting the cord. That's all. Faded Hero Icon radio side. Well, the FMs, I am told, are having difficulties, but I am told the AMs are working, unless that has changed too. Well, this weather is something, isn't it? Rye Guy says, I'm so disappointed in Tatis Jr. They should tack on another 20 for having bleep for brains. I mean, how bleeping dumb are you? Okay. He's like, you think that Senior could still swing it? That's a good point. How dumb are these guys? And I really would like to talk to somebody who played the game. And that's the one thing I'd like to know. Why are you guys doing performance enhancing drugs? Because you get caught. Why are you risking it?
Well, there's a chance of getting caught, yes, like anything else. But these guys that reach this level of professional baseball, and I knew a few guys, so I never personally reached that level. I never had that privilege. But
you should have done steroids.
You get guys in there, and they get into this program, and the pressure is so huge for you to stay healthy, stay reliable, and perform. That the temptation to use these performance enhancing drugs is enormous. I mean, you really are faced with the issue. Tatis is not the first time he's been injured. I mean, he had the rib injury last year. He's had the shoulder injury. He's pretty banged up, and he probably got this wrist injury, and it was enough. He had to get back. He had to heal quicker. Had to get back, be stronger, better, faster.
And I wouldn't call these guys dumb. I don't think that they're being stupid. Especially when you see it with the guys that are struggling to come back from injury. I don't know that that's necessarily stupid, because when you catch one of these players, realize that there's a decent amount of them that have gotten through, that have not gotten caught. So you are taking chances, but your chances aren't you get caught 100% of the time. So if you're struggling with injury like Tatis it was, and then you might maybe see a guy get a masking agent and a bunch of other stuff. Sometimes players do get through. There are players we haven't caught.
I hate to say it like this, but MLB's testing process is sort of like a bumblebee. A big kind of meandering, clumsy process, and everybody knows when it is happening. And so, like Keon said, you can get a masking agent, you can make other arrangements, you can stop for a period of time. These guys are not. They're playing chemistry. It's like if you take this cycle here, you quit here, you have your test over here, you have another cycle over here. I mean, it's a very scientific method. That's why Barry Bonds has been so tough to get down. Everybody knew he was using. The shape of his body changed, the way it changed.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody could catch him red-handed. That's what I mean. The MLB's testing process is very clumsy.
My wife has made it about 21 minutes, and now she's turning it off.
Oh, boy.
The preseason game. Here is the latest update. She says, oh, my God, the Bengals just mowed over the Cardinals defense. The Bengals, they're all on performance-enhancing drugs right now. And then she says, I've seen enough. I'm going to go watch telenovelas with my mom.
Is it Taco Friday for you?
I don't know. She actually, I thought she'd watched longer, so it must be bad. That's a bad. She is such a super fan that I'm actually surprised. Case the Cook says, this is great. First monkeypox, now monkey herpes. Next thing you know, monkey steroids. It really is the year of the monkey. It actually is the Chinese year of the monkey. That's what I think that is true. Mr. C says, missing the extra point. That is such a Cardinals thing to do.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mr. Pringle says, Tatis must be hanging out with old Hopkins, huh? Stop it. Last Toby says, I would normally agree with Keon, but Tatis is a dumbass. Big George says, Prater stinks. He cost the Cardinals some games last season, and he's doing it again now in preseason. Fire him. Get him out of here.
What's up, Big George?
Okay, he'll make a field goal later, and George's going to be like, best kicker ever. Give him an extension.
It's like, we're this far into the offseason. Replace him with who, Big George?
Anyone.
Okay. Anyone could miss more.
Yeah.
King Kitten says, cut the cable, no sports. Streaming in your neighborhood, always going to be jittery. And each monthly payment going to go up no matter what. Oh, they got you by the short ones, man. Starting to wonder. Hitting the Nut says, hey, guys, I almost forgot about you. Maybe a side effect of living in America's Wang. He's moved to Florida.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Hitting the Nuts lives in Florida now. I feel myself getting dumber the more I live here. And that was a typo. And he's like, live here. See, example made. I can't even type straight anymore. Sorry, Hitting the Nuts. We sure do miss you. Penisher says, Tatis took something to treat ringworm that has a banned substance, and he wasn't aware, supposedly.
Uh-huh.
He got tested positive for Clostebol, which is a synthetic hormone booster. It's steroids, okay? You don't use Clostebol to treat ringworms.
If I had ringworm, I would just say, no, I took steroids. I'd be like, no, that's fine. No, yeah, all right. I'll take the 80 game. That's fine. I don't want everybody knowing I got ringworm.
80 games, man.
That seems pretty heavy duty, man.
On top of what he's already done this season, 80 games. That's the entire season.
King Kitten says, if she puts it on 10 or 15, they're driving around in the rain. Pro Dog says, I didn't believe in the monkeypox, but then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Thank you, Pro Dog. Big George says, Randy, it sounds like he didn't take it to come back sooner from injury. He said he took it to treat ringworm.
Yeah.
But he will not appeal the suspension. And, if I had to out myself as having ringworm and I didn't take steroids, I'd be like, totally, I'm appealing this. I had ringworm. You want to see? Hold on. I'll put it up to the camera right now. I mean, if I have to admit I have ringworm, I'm appealing it. I don't say, well, I had ringworm, and then I walk off.
And look, there are some things that actually are treated with steroids, so I don't know. I'm not, I have medical folks in my family, but I myself did not study medicine, so I have no idea. But I just a quick Google search of what Clostebol is. It is a synthetic anabolic androgenic steroid.
So I feel like Clostebol would be like a picture you brought up from Cuba.
Ooh. Ooh.
Hello, my name is Pedro Clostebol.
I mean, it could work. But it's a steroid.
That's going to be, I'm going to check into hotels with that name.
Pedro Clostebol.
So the point that Keon is trying to make, I think, is the ringworm story is boo-boo, and this is a damn steroid, period. Not for use against ringworm, right? Look up is one of the uses of it, treatment of ringworm. And I'd like to see a diagnosis of ringworm. I'd like to see pictures. No, I'd like somebody else to see pictures. I don't want to see the
No,
pictures.
well, what they usually use to treat ringworm is antifungal cream. You wouldn't.
How do
And
you get ringworm?
Clostebol is a cream, but it's a
How do you-
steroid.
How do you get ringworm? I'm serious. Is there? How do you get ringworm?
Well, it's fungus. So if you step in like a pool of funky water
With
or
your
something
butt?
or with your bare foot or something,
Oh, I thought you got ringworm in the butt.
Oh no, you
No,
can get
no,
it
you
anywhere.
can get anywhere.
Hands,
Oh,
arms.
I always thought it was a
No.
thing where you got worms in your no-go.
No,
hole.
that's just worms.
That's
you
just
can
worms,
like
yeah.
intestinal worms.
Thought there'd be like
Yeah.
little crawlies in your balloon.
No. Ringworm is a skin disease. Skin.
So it's just on the skin.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, that's even worse almost because now it's like all over you, and now I'm itchy.
got little
Everybody
circles
else
on your
itchy
skin.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm itchy.
A little bit.
One more hour of the Daily Blender after this. So 1580, the Fanatic.
Dak Prescott here. Why do I choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because better sleep elevates my game. Only my Sleep Number 360 smart bed helps me fall asleep faster, keeps me cool, and effortlessly adjusts for my best sleep. The result? 28 minutes more restful sleep a night. That's more focus, more edge, and more highlights. And that means more wins for all of us.
Don't miss our weekend special. All smart beds are on sale. Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, the official sleep and wellness partner of the NFL.
O'Reilly. When you shop O'Reilly Auto Parts, you'll get the parts you need when you need them. Order online at O'ReillyAuto.com and choose same-day curbside, same-day pickup, or same-day delivery powered by DoorDash. Now available at participating stores near you. Trust the professional parts people to get you the parts you need today. Visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. It's time once again for the Harmon Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. Set your picks each week and see if you are this season's best game picker. Play against the Fanatic Air Staff. Play against your fellow listeners. First prize is $1,580. Second place is $500. Thanks to our great friends at Harmon Solar. The Harmon Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. From your home for the NFL, playoffs, and Super Bowl in the Valley. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, it's true. Difficult times have a way of focusing us. We have to think about what matters most when it comes to our spending, our healthcare. No doubt. This is why so many people are joining Medishare right now. Medishare is a trusted way to save up to 50% on your monthly healthcare costs. More than 400,000 people have already made the switch. It's pretty obvious why, too, especially now during this challenging season. With healthcare costs and out-of-pocket expenses going up, Medishare can save you a lot of money. The typical family saves $500 a month. And Medishare is a Christian healthcare sharing ministry that's worked beautifully for 27 years. There are different options to choose from to fit your budget. I'll give you the number here in a second. And if you call, you can get a price within 2 minutes. Maybe now is the perfect time to make the switch and start saving. Here you go. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Arizona Army National Guard. Aired by the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM. And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody. 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. I think Ralph Romano from Harmon Solar will be back with us here in a little bit. We got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, broadcasting live in the Harmon Solar studios in Scottsdale. All right, enough about the monkey herpes. enough about the steroids and the
Yep.
ringworm. Enough about the ghost peppers. Although King of Kittens does want to warn you that ringworm can spread from human to animal and animal to human. Just saying. Well, King of Kittens sounds like he's trying to set up an alibi. And Pro Dog says ringworm's a form of athlete's foot. Simple medication cures that. You don't need steroids. It's not popular, but it's common. I guess they give it to each other a lot in wrestling. Ew. And okay, so no, enough of that. Let's talk about some NFL quarterbacks.
All right.
This may be my last chance to do because on a Friday show, this is going to get off track quick.
5 o'clock on a Friday. Generally, we don't get to stay on task too long. No,
not even a little bit.
Yeah.
Mr. C says ringworm discussions much better than preseason football content like no other. Well, whether that's a compliment or not, you're right. This is always content like no other. But let's talk about this. I just want to let you know a sigh of relief. I've wiped the sweat from my brow.
Okay.
My restless nights can give way to peaceful sleep.
All right.
Because now it's been announced that Josh Allen will not play in the preseason opener with the Bills against my Colts.
Yes. Wow.
Congratulations.
And that makes you happy for some reason?
Honestly, don't care. I will say this about the Colts. Did Mike Epps have some sort of life-changing thing happen about 10 years ago? Because Mike Epps came and talked to the Colts. Like it was some sort of inspirational thing for comedian Mike Epps.
Oh.
Mike Epps was on this show one time. And when he was getting off a plane and he was so drunk out of his mind that he handed his phone to a passerby to continue the interview. He was, and then later he went over and I'm not going to say the name of the comedy club. He trashed the comedy club that he was supposed to do hotel. They banned him from performing there for quite some time. So between the interview with us and then what he did at the hotel later, he just lost his damn mind. Now I don't know what happened between that moment and right now, but he went from so messed up that he was banned from performing here or staying in that hotel and basically trashing, just it was bizarre. He was like on the show. We just cut him loose to now the inspirational pep talk for the Colts. I'm confused by this.
Granted, if he has turned his life around in some significant way, then
I wonder if the pep talk was, I was on the phone in Phoenix with this show. This guy made a joke about Michael Jackson and Jesus Juice. I didn't know what to think of it, so I handed my phone to a homeless man. I then went over to the hotel and trashed the place and didn't show up for my time on stage and was banned from ever performing there again. That is when I knew I had to get my life turned around so I could be an inspiration to the Indianapolis Colts.
He was born in Indianapolis.
That could be. Well, anyways, I worry what that means for my season. You know what I'm saying? Bad omen wise. So I don't know. Watching did you watch that game last night? Preseason game? Did you watch any of the Ravens?
I did.
Oh, thank God they have kept their streak alive. 21 games in a row.
I just think that they draft really well and they're deeper than most teams, so that their second stringers beat most second stringers.
That's not the case. That's not the case. There's some psychotic need of that team to show some wins at some point in the season, whether they're good or bad. And now they're like, we have to do this. And it's like, it's stupid. And I was watching this Tyler Huntley. I thought it was Huntley, but it was Huntley. And he basically has let the cat out. He says playing to win in preseason just means a lot to the Raven culture. He seemed a little surprised by it. He started the game and he did all right, 16 of 18, 109 yards and a touchdown. But he says, they don't seem to care what kind of game it is. They just, no matter what. And I think the thing is, you've got to put some W's up. Those may be your only chance. That's all I can figure. Because
why would you risk injuries to starters? And why would you risk injuries to guys you're trying to work out and maybe be backups?
But they don't. But the thing is, the Ravens don't play their starters deep into these games. Like Lamar didn't play yesterday. Mark Andrews didn't play yesterday. The guys that they actually rely on aren't playing. So if it's important and the staff is telling these players it's important for y'all to win, they're telling it to the second and third string guys because the starters didn't play. I watched the game. Lamar was in his jersey, but he had no pads on, you know. He was just there, hanging out, goofing off on the sideline with everybody else. So if they're saying that that's their culture, we just win everything. You put a game of Connect Four in front of us, we're winning that too. Okay, I got no problem with it because they win in the regular season. My team,
did they make
once
the
upon a
playoffs?
time? The Ravens, no, because Lamar got hurt and they had 3 running backs injured and 4 guys on defense. Yeah, they got seriously beat up, but that was the regular season.
They need Mike Epps to come and give a talk.
Oh, there you go. Just like really help them
push them over.
You know, teach them how not to trash hotels and
I just found
like
it
that.
just. I find this very strange that's what they're going to hang their hat on. We got 21 undefeated, 21 games in a row preseason.
Look, if they win in the regular season, I don't care. I'm saying my team. I saw my team win 4 preseason games back when we had 4, and then start the season 0-6. So I have lived through that. If you're going to win preseason games, win in the regular season too. The Ravens do. So I'm not like really hung up on it. They just put pressure on guys to win.
It's like bragging that you can go for a very, very long time having sex, but it's with yourself. 888-368-1580. Lost Toby says, going broke will change a man. King of Kitten says, field goal, Arizona. Okay. Big George says, Randy, I commend you for wearing your Arizona Diamondbacks hat today. Let's hope the team gets the win tonight against the Rockies. Jeffrey, I love your Fanatic hat. And Keon, you have such amazing head of hair. You don't ever need a hat.
Thank you. Because all the hats I own, my head no longer fits because the hair is bigger than what it was when I bought the hat.
Keon does have a nice head of lettuce there. Yeah, absolutely.
You know those deep fake things and all those edit things. Oh, did you see that Conor McGregor thing I put on my Twitter the other day? No. Somebody took a bunch of stuff, and it was one of the most amazing deep fake or just sort of hyper edited thing. Makes it look like Conor McGregor knocks out this woman, and then this big guy comes running in. It's a bizarre. And then Tom Cruise flies off holding on to Conor McGregor's ankles. I don't remember if it was yesterday or the day before or today because it all runs together. But go to my Twitter at RadioPal1580. Scroll down until you see that video. And the reason I'm bringing that up is I kind of want somebody to do one of those kinds of videos where Keon just takes off his hat of hair. You know, like that.
The hair helmet.
Yeah. I would love that so much. They like turns it sideways or tilts it, you know, and maybe have Conor McGregor come in and punch Keon in the head. Yeah, I don't know. Not really Keon.
Yeah, the deep fake Conor McGregor and the deep fake me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it turns out we were right. Kirk Cousins, he got the vid, so he has tested positive for that. I'd say that is important, more important than finding out Kyle Allen got the vid for the Texans. But I'll tell you what, listen, COVID, you know, it can still be pretty serious. So, you know, I don't want to make too much light of something people are dying from still today in fairly large numbers. But if you test in the positive and you're asymptomatic and you come back, okay, well, no big deal. But Kirk Cousins having the COVID seemed a little more important than Kyle Allen having the COVID for the Texans. You know, they're both quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
One you've heard of.
Actually, I've heard of both because one played for my team, but well, both played for my team, actually. Now that
that's even sadder.
Yeah.
So, but then I guess the thought process can be Kyler Murray had the COVID, get it done, get it out of the way early. They were talking about this in previous seasons, like in the basketball event, get COVID now. And then you don't have to, you know, you're done and you don't have to worry about it later. Well, the problem is you can't have that mindset because you recatching the COVID is not a hard thing to do. The version of the COVID that has survived and is what you're dealing with today between the Omicron and the other one, whatever the numbers and letters are, recatchable. There's no immunity, really. You can recatch it just as quick as you can recatch a cold or something. So your first thought is, okay, good. They got it out of the way. Your second thought is, well, maybe not. So, and then they say when you get it a second and a third time, it can get worse. So I don't know if we should be happy these guys got it in the preseason, so they're ready to go for the regular season, or I don't even know what to think. The CDC has backed up on a lot of their requirements, saying, yeah, we did what we could, and now it's just a thing we're going to have to deal with. And so they have eased a bunch of restrictions and a bunch of different things. So COVID is just going to be part of life. Are we going to start calling it? I caught the flu C. Because there's the A and B flu. This might as well be the flu C, but it's not a flu. It's a completely different animal. I don't know. Anyway, so that's what's happening there. So Kirk Cousins will be back to disappointing Vikings fans soon, and we'll be back to forgetting who Kyle Allen is in no time. Deshaun Watson, it's one of those things where I don't know what the plan was, but it's almost like he's standing there in front of the firing squad and saying, okay, fine, I will negotiate. And it's like, no, it's too late, man. It's too late for that. And that's exactly what he's done. His legal team has come to the NFL and said, okay, 8 games and I'll pay a $5 million fine. What? And then I thought there's no way they would even consider it. And then I hear they might actually be considering it. But then I figured out why. They're trying to drag this crap out. The NFL is going to go, let's think about this. And they will wait right up until the season starts, right before the season starts. And then they'll say, nah. And they will exert their punishment on him. And then that will he'll have a harder time with the appeal.
I was watching Ian Rappaport today on the NFL Network. His thinking is, his thinking is it will be next week when this new prosecutor or judge or whatever you want to call him is going to hand down the discipline.
I think the timing of it is whatever the NFL wants it to be. Whatever is going to come out of his mouth has been predetermined, and the date of which it happens is strategic to favor the NFL. I guarantee it. I guarantee you that's why would they wait past today? What do they have to wait for? There's nothing to wait for.
Well, that's my point, I guess. What do they have to wait for? I mean, we were
strategy.
We were waiting for the first judge. What was her name? Sandy Brown or whatever. And now we're waiting on this former New Jersey prosecutor to hand out the discipline, and he's got all the evidence before him. And what's the holdup here? You know what I mean?
Well, it's him, and the guy we're talking about here is Peter Harvey. And he's the one. He's the guy holding it up. The
I
league
don't see what
he's
the
not holding
deliberation
it up.
needs
He's
to
being
be
told to hold it up.
Wow.
I don't know.
He's the NFL puppet.
The NFL is going to be that petty about it?
Yes. Have you met the NFL?
What do they have to gain from this, though?
A strategic timing in regards to how they're going to deal with Deshaun Watson.
All I know is that the league had to file an appeal with this guy in New Jersey. And they did. I don't know how much control they have over him,
but all the control.
But it was at some point when they knew they were going to appeal, it actually ended up having to be some kind of race to the courthouse. The NFL had to get their appeal in before Deshaun Watson's people got their block of the appeal in. And the NFL, of course, knew when they were going to appeal, so got there first. So I don't know. There's a whole actual outside legal process that the NFLPA has built into this process to kind of keep the NFL's hands out of being as strong-arming as they used to be.
Mark my words. This guy is the puppet of the NFL, and he will release this on their time. Because if you were to sit down, what was it, on Wednesday? They said this was happening. Whenever they said this was happening, and they said, okay, well, here's the evidence. Here's the thing. Well, we can't put new evidence into this. Nobody's going to testify. So you just have to read some stuff and tell us what you think. That would have been done next day. So outside of that, it's not like this guy is sitting there, let's say even for 8 hours a day, reading through all this stuff over and over and over, going, golly, I can't fix. No, come on, man. If this was legit, it would have been decided already. The timing involved is the NFL's and the NFL's alone.
I don't see how this it favors the NFL to wait and wait and wait. And then what I'm hearing you say is the day before the season starts, you pull the plug on them and you make the Browns scramble. Is that what this is all about?
It's not, well, I'm sure that a lot of guys, a lot of owners in the NFL are angry at the Browns, but it's really more about just sort of controlling the process on what Deshaun Watson can and can't do at any given moment. Because you can do certain things during preseason, you can't do certain things during season. So it changes the way the procedures go after that point when it comes to the suspension and the appeals and the yada yada.
Well, that's my point. If they were to levy the ruling now, Deshaun Watson would be excused from training camp, and you wouldn't see him again until
you don't
next
want
season.
him suspended for training camp. You want him suspended for games.
Yeah, but he's going to be suspended for games.
The suspension shut him down.
The suspension is going to be for games anyway. If you suspend him now,
Right.
it's still going to be a regular season suspension.
And if it's a
What I'm talking about is the legal process during a preseason versus during when you're in regular season. Some of those rules change how you interact with these things.
See, I haven't heard that. I just know that if the ruling comes down now, Deshaun Watson would have to pack up his gear and leave immediately. He would no longer be a part of the team. He would no longer have access to the team facilities. No longer have access.
That's not true. No, that's what they were saying. It wouldn't start until the regular season. I think what it was a week out or something that Deshaun Watson's people were thinking, oh, he could actually play in a preseason game because he's not suspended until the season starts.
I think DeAndre Hopkins, for instance, is at the Cardinals facility right now, despite the fact that he's suspended.
Well, and Watson has been suspended for 6 games, but if he goes on an indefinite suspension, he's done right now. That's what Rappaport.
It depends on if the commissioner decides to do something on an exemption list, but that right now it's in the. I don't know. You know what? We should get a grown up. 888-368-1580.
There's a lot of legalese to kind of pull apart in all of this too. Yeah.
Let me direct you once more to my Twitter at RadioPal1580. Keon, you're going to want to take a look at this because. Lost Toby at least did the first part of what I had asked somebody to deep fake. And that is, I guess how Keon would look if all his hair was gone.
Oh, I mean,
that's astoundingly good. Is there an app for that? How did you do that, Lost Toby? Yeah. And you don't look very happy about it.
I don't know. It's just weird. Let me see if I can find it here.
Yeah, at RadioPal1580. That's my Twitter. You can see that. You can see those knuckleheads getting chased around by security at the Diamondbacks game. If you scroll down past yesterday's show, if you scroll down, you'll see where it says MMA time. You can see that video with Conor McGregor and a bunch of other things. It's a crazy video. So
yeah, I used to have short hair, but I've never been bald. So that's just weird to look at.
Wow,
that is strange.
That is amazing, right there.
But I wanted to see it come up like a hat, a helmet. That's all. I mean, but still, not bad start, Lost Toby. Not a bad start.
That is
holy
odd.
cow.
Oh,
That's
good Lord.
888.
Forgot the dreads in the back though.
Yeah, well, listen, it's not a perfect science. And I think he was just trying to get it done quick. But imagine what he'll do when he has some time. Jesus. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, let's talk other NFL things. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's action update for Arizona's new home for sports, The Fanatic. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
The NASCAR Cup Series will be back in action Sunday, racing the Federated Auto Parts 400 at Richmond.
It is the second race at Richmond in the 2022 season. Martin Truex Jr., the betting favorite to win the race at plus 500. Denny Hamlin plus 600. Hamlin won the race at Richmond back in April. Kyle Busch plus 700. Christopher Bell plus 750. And Chase Elliott with 4 wins this season is plus 900. Elliott is the favorite to win the NASCAR championship at plus 300. Ross Chastain at plus 600. Kyle Larson, last year's champ, plus 800. Red hot winning picks at experts.winnersandwiners.com. Save 75% when you use the promo code ACTION75. Experts.winnersandwiners.com. I'm Tony Desiri with your VSiN Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
You know, it's true. Difficult times have a way of focusing us. We have to think about what matters most when it comes to our spending, our healthcare. No doubt. This is why so many people are joining Medi-Share right now. Medi-Share is a trusted way to save up to 50% on your monthly healthcare costs. More than 400,000 people have already made the switch. It's pretty obvious why, too, especially now during this challenging season. With healthcare costs and out-of-pocket expenses going up, Medi-Share can save you a lot of money. The typical family saves $500 a month. And Medi-Share is a Christian healthcare sharing ministry that's worked beautifully for 27 years. There are different options to choose from to fit your budget. I'll give you the number here in a second. And if you call, you can get a price within 2 minutes. Maybe now is the perfect time to make the switch and start saving. Here you go. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
It's time once again for the Harmon Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. Set your picks each week and see if you are this season's best game picker. Play against the Fanatic Air Staff. Play against your fellow listeners. First prize is $1,580. Second place is $500. Thanks to our great friends at Harmon Solar. The Harmon Solar 1580 The Fanatic NFL Fan Pick'em Contest. From your home for the NFL, playoffs, and Super Bowl in the Valley. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Hi, Jada Cantor here, Desert Wholesale Diamond. I'm Diamond Dave's daughter. For over 31 years, my dad has been importing directly from overseas and building beautiful rings for clients, all at wholesale prices. How can he do what no one else can? He grew up in my grandpa's 22-store chain, starting part-time at age 13. And when he sold to the big chains, my dad started his own company in 1990. No one else with the fourth-generation connections, in-house importing, and design opens their office to individuals but him. He loves offering expertise to you so you can get a true wholesale deal and propose with the ring you never imagined possible. It's amazingly rewarding, and so many of his clients become friends. If you had a friend that could offer you a true wholesale deal on a diamond, wouldn't you call him? Well, now you do. My dad, Diamond Dave.
Call Diamond Dave at 480-397-2450 or reach him on Instagram at Diamond Dave Cantor. That's Kantor, or visit him online at DiamondDaveAZ.com. That's DiamondDaveAZ.com.
Game of intimidation. A game of power. A game of strength, speed, and violence. Plus, they have these little guys called kickers. We are your gridiron connection for the NFL. With the live games you want and the pigskin news, scores, and talk you need. We are 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Arizona's home for the NFL.
Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Is the weather calming down everywhere? Is this stuff starting to get back to normal?
Still pretty active out there, Jeffco. Very active.
It's less stormy over here. But
this would be a good day to have Harmon Solar on your roof, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
this would be a good day. Get those. No. I was thinking about the battery backup. So if the power went out, you still have 24 hours or more of some.
That's true.
Some power to go till everybody else got hooked up.
I'm sure some people have lost power today.
I bet that it's been confirmed that over 31,000 people, a bunch of them in Scottsdale, South Scottsdale, have lost their power. So,
oh wow,
get ready to answer some phones, Ralph.
But you wish you had Harmon now.
Yep, looking for them solar powers. You got any deals going on over at Harmon Solar right now? We will chase where your solar panel went deal, recovery crews, or
we will come out and find it and take it off your neighbor's roof.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Got to find the part somewhere.
Well, I mean, the big thing that in the news right now is the not to talk politics, but it does relate to solar, but is the inflation reduction bill that they're passing. That's going to take the tax credit for solar back up to 30% for the next 10 years.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's a big deal. And it's also supplying money to manufacturers to start building solar panels and equipment in the US, which then when that happens, if we buy that equipment from the US, that tax credit can go up to 50%. So it's a big deal. It's really good for the industry. It's a big move for the industry. So
sounds like it might be on the way to good for somebody who's getting solar power for the first time from Harman Solar.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you put that 30% in, then maybe even up to 50%, it makes it even look that much better. So yeah, absolutely.
Well, again, we're coming into the end part of the summer, which is a good time to start thinking about getting that work done on your house and be ready for next summer. And no, Bala 51, you're wrong. He says solar doesn't work when you don't have power to your hiney unless you have a generator. I wonder if that meant he meant to put home.
I hope
no,
so.
of course solar works. So what you do is you get the battery backup systems and the stuff that you don't need a generator for that. It's quiet. It doesn't not you have to go out there and go on something.
Because what happens is if the power goes out, the solar system knows the grid's down. So it shuts the power off back to the grid because it doesn't want to shock a worker trying to fix a line. And then, and your battery kicks in and powers the home.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, you can kill somebody.
Yeah.
So it has to shut down.
I mean, I don't mind if I kill my neighbors, but I want to kill a poor guy working on the line.
Right, exactly.
So anyways, so Harman Solar, I'm sure you're going to have some specials and some deals, to help people figure out how to get the solar power on their house. You have any deals right now?
I mean, right now what we're doing, so we're still doing the no payments for 1 year, which is a great deal. Put solar on your home. Don't got to think about paying for it for a year, which is phenomenal way to do it.
But yeah, 1 year and day one, Ralph is standing at your door, with a couple of guys.
I am. We will come get that money.
Hey, you remember us?
So that's the biggest thing we have going on right now. And then just waiting for this bill to pass. I mean, that's going to be huge for us too. People are going to save even more money. So
well, as things are being sorted out, they can definitely go to harmansolar.com or they can give you guys a call, right?
Yep. 800-281-3189 is the number. Gio will be more than happy to help you through the process and get you going. 800-281-3189, or just visit us at harmansolar.com, and there's a lot of good information on their website too.
The good news is when you call, you won't have to talk to Ralph. And he won't sit there and crap all over your favorite teams.
Right. You can request to talk to me, but you'll never get to me.
He's like, there are layers and layers.
I have trained people on the Seahawks and on some things to say, but they usually don't want to do it. So
I'm sure they love you. Bala 51 says, I love football, but the way the NFL is going makes it difficult to support them and keep me as a fan. Nowadays, it seems like they're trying too hard to make everyone happy. They cater too much to non-fans that want to make the world a cream puff marshmallow extravaganza. Well, a lot of people have a lot of gripes with the NFL from maybe that direction and from other directions. And it just seems like they just get it wrong so much. And this Deshaun Watson thing right here, though, this is one of those circumstances where you're like, come on, guys, you shouldn't have to sit there and go, come on, guys, do the right thing. Do the right thing. I swear to God, when I heard the NFL was going to appeal the Deshaun Watson decision, I wasn't sure which way they were going to appeal it. We want less games. I wouldn't have been surprised. But the fact they were even saying they want more games, kind of a surprise. So yeah, the NFL is just a giant corporation that's all asses and elbows and whatever. Just hope for good games and try not to let the rest of the noise get too much in your ear. Lost Toby says,
there we go.
Oh my God. Did you put that on Twitter? I'll put it on Twitter. So we were talking while you were gone. Many things were discussed. One of them, we had to do a public service announcement because it's possible that somebody listening out there has broken into a monkey enclosure and ended up with the potentially fatal monkey herpes. That's a true story. It's a real thing. And well, now Lost Toby's just going crazy with the app, and he's got a picture. I'm not going to waste your time with it. How's that? I'm not going to wait. All I'm going to do is I'm going to post them up into the same thing on Twitter. He did one of Keon. Now he's done one of Ralph.
Oh my
and
gosh.
I'll put that up there.
With
And
monkeypox?
You'll wish it was monkeypox.
I already do.
King of Canton says, after 6 beers, I'm a solar beam. All right. Can you power the Ralph Mobile with solar, by the way?
Not the Ralph Mobile. No, there are vehicles that can be powered with solar, but not mine.
Well, yeah, you get the solar panels on the roof, you get the battery backup, you plug your Tesla or any number of new electric cars, and all the cars are heading that direction. And if you don't think they're going to raise the electric rates to get you there when you're not getting God at the pump, you are silly.
And to that point, right now, what we're doing is if you get solar with us and you have thinking about getting an electric car, or you have one, we'll actually wire up the charger for free.
Oh, nice.
And we'll even sell you a charger at a cost if that's something you'd want. So a lot of people are going that direction now. And so that's kind of a nice benefit.
Yeah, I think my wife is getting ready to go that direction. So it's going to have to be a really strong charger because she's a lead foot. My muscle car, I've got that thing pretty good where I do just about as good of gas mileage as you can get. She borrows it, brings it back, and I'm like, whoa, now I've got like 12 miles to a gallon. What are you doing in this thing? And she's like, you know what I'm doing in that thing. She's driving it like she stole it. Big George says, I have a question. Is Diamond Dave's daughter single? I'm asking for a friend whose name might be Keon. What? You think she sounds cute? I don't know. Keon, how do you feel about that?
Well, I'd have to see her first.
I'm not
going
to shallow.
Wow, that is
alarmingly shallow, but I'm not going to sit here and go.
There's money involved. I mean, if you're shallow, one thing they would, if
Yeah.
she works for your dad is Diamond Dave. It
Yeah, I was
means
gonna
she's
say-
in the jewelry business.
Keon, Diamond Dave.
Listen,
Didn't say cubic zirconia Stan.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're not talking about David Lee Roth either. Not that Diamond
not
Dave.
that Diamond Dave.
No.
Speaking of monkey herpes, I would easy there, easy Keon. I haven't
Easy.
seen her yet. Easy.
Easy on
I'm just being so damn shallow.
why?
I said
Because-
I haven't met her yet. I don't know what she's like.
no, I said
Not.
what
Is she ugly?
I
No,
said what I said.
I said what I said, and I stand by it. Damn it!
I didn't ask if she was ugly, but like I have to see her first. That's just
To be fair, first thing we all thought. It would be the first thing we'd all think. King Kittens says, what I got at my place is a few stationary bikes hooked up to a powder cell. And I teach a spin class. That would be a good way to do it. So I'm going to really probably surprise a lot of you guys when I tell you this. I know there's going to probably be an audible gasp, looks of shock. I'm not very hip. I know. But even the moment I saw this, knew what it was. Antonio Brown shared, but basically it was a fake thing. He didn't actually say this, but he shared a meme about something he said. And I immediately recognized where this came from. And here's what the quote was. My biggest regret in my career doesn't involve calling my GM a cracker or showing up to Raiders camp late in a hot air balloon with frozen feet or throwing rocks at that UPS driver. And it doesn't involve taking my shirt off and doing a victory lap around the Jet Stadium mid-game while throwing up deuces. My biggest regret is that I'll never get to see me, Antonio Brown, play a game live. Sure, I can watch the game afterwards, but I can't imagine what it would be like for you all to see something like that, like watching the Beatles or Jesus perform at Red Rocks. Antonio Brown. I even knew that was a Kanye West quote, and it wasn't Antonio Brown who originally said it. I even knew that, and I am not hip, but the internet lost their minds, and they were like, "Oh my God!" Although Red Rocks did put up a tweet that said, "Oh yeah, that night Jesus was here was fire."
Smart move.
So, so I get some sort of points for realizing that was Kanye West that said that, right? Do I get any kind of hip points for that? Any sort of
you do
street
actually,
cred?
because I don't know how you would have heard that. What in what context would you have cared enough to even know?
I have no idea. I'll be honest. I'm a sponge. I soak in just worthless information. Yeah. Lost Toby says Jeffrey is closer to hip replacement than being hip.
Oh boy.
Not anymore. We've
Yeah.
got to pull Jeffrey back from that ledge there, because clearly
from the edge of hipness,
he is plugged in enough.
I guess I got to get some new clothes. It's just not my time yet. Yeah, I think it is sort of weird that Antonio Brown is friends with Kanye. He sees this quote, and then, of course, that is a widely mocked Kanye quote. He sees it about himself, reposts it. There's just a lot going on there with Antonio Brown's cranium, I guess. Hey, congratulations. Texans got BJ Emmons. It's all coming together.
Who?
The season of a lifetime. They're going to go on a run. I can feel it.
Yeah. Who? BJ what?
BJ Emmons.
Never.
Guess the position, win a prize. Don't Google it. Ralph says quarterback. Incorrect.
Linebacker.
J. Emmons. You are incorrect. Last
Defensive
chance.
tackle.
Incorrect. He's a running back. You might have seen him on the USFL's Tampa Bay Bandits.
If I would have watched it, yeah.
No, I would not have.
It's nope.
Do you want to know when your career as a wide receiver is really, really coming to an end and everybody knows it? Is when the Dolphins say, "Hey, Tyreek Hill, we're going to use you on some kick returns."
Oh, damn.
Target practice.
Yep. Dolphins are saying they'll be using Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Raheem Mostert. Those guys will take some turns on kick returns.
Those are their starters, and I think that's dumb.
Yeah.
Those are all three of those guys are important people on their team.
Evidently not.
Okay.
Nothing bad ever happens in a kick return.
No way. No one's ever been
Not anymore.
blown up by a gunner that's been running free on a kick return. It's never happened.
Well, this will be interesting. Mark Davis throwing some, I don't know, is it shade? Everything he does is in the shade because he looks like the kind of guy, if direct sunlight hit, there'd be smoke and a pile of dust.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Mark Davis is saying, hey, this new ownership doesn't make the Broncos harder to beat. They don't play the games. I thought the Bolins were a strong ownership group. I thought they did a good job. They were tough. The AFC West is tough, but owners don't play the games. They pay the people that do. I got news for you. The ownership group bringing in better people to help better run the Broncos, it is going to win games. That is going to make a difference. Yeah. Look at the Diamondbacks. Are you going to blame the concession workers? Are you going to blame the players? Well, you can't blame the players because they were brought here. You blame the ownership group who's not paying the money or hiring the people with the right philosophies and doing things you got to do. And if the Broncos have struggled, it has been in the GM position. So here comes a new ownership group, Walmart. I'm sure they'll get some discounts and they'll I don't know, probably sell some meth in the bathrooms. I don't know what happens at a Walmart, but I feel like a new ownership group can make a difference. And Mark Davis is just kidding himself.
Ownership groups make a difference all the time. Teams that are poorly run don't compete that often. I'm sorry, you cannot be in the same league with the Commandos and the Lions and the Browns and the Texans, all teams with notoriously bad owners, and not see that those teams are struggling because their owners are bad.
Well, the owners don't play in the games. Mark Davis says it's fine.
They only hire everybody else that plays in the games, scouts the guys, goes through the process of figuring out who is actually good.
I'm being told that they don't sell meth in the bathrooms at Walmart as much as they make meth in the bathrooms.
Yes.
I am sorry.
That's difference there.
Nice.
Incorrect. Sorry, Ralph, where do you buy your meth?
From you.
I swear, I was actually at a Walmart the night before last. I had to go grab something, and it was in Scottsdale. It was over by the station. And I look over, and there was a guy with all the little scabs all over his face, and he was in a hurry. So I was like, wow, I've never seen one in real life. I mean, everybody's watched Breaking Bad, but you don't usually see it right in front of you.
At this Walmart?
Yeah.
Wow. It's like the
Scottsdale.
fanciest Walmart that I've ever seen, but okay.
That's shocking.
Don't go in there after 7, I guess.
All right.
Last Optimist says usually at the Walmart, the staff goes out in the parking lot to fight their ex, and then they end up getting stabbed. That's how that works. Okay, we got to take a break. When we come back, we've got on this date in Big Georgia sports history, and dear Lord, who knows what else. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
School is back and doorbusters are in session at JCPenney. Stock up now on best-in-class deals like kids' graphic tees starting at $5.99. Shop Arizona Jean Company and get your teens ready with buy one, get one free jeans and $19.99 sneakers. Hurry in store while they last. Extended store hours Friday and Saturday. Shopping is back and the savings are too. JCPenney. Doorbusters valid on select styles through 8/14. Conditions and exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
The IRS doesn't mess around. If they want your money, they'll take it. They can take your paycheck and bank accounts too, even threaten your home or business. Don't take on the IRS alone. If you owe back taxes, the smartest thing you can do is call Optima Tax Relief. The experts at Optima specialize in a powerful IRS tax assistance program called the Fresh Start Initiative. And their clients that qualify are saving thousands. One call starts the process to stop the demand letters, stop aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS from targeting you. But don't delay. It's important to act now while you still have options. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Optima has already resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get your life back. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima now for your free consultation.
Call 800-704-9936. 800-704-9936. 800-704-9936.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Dak Prescott here. Why do I choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because better sleep elevates my game. Only my Sleep Number 360 smart bed helps me fall asleep faster, keeps me cool, and effortlessly adjusts for my best sleep. The result? 28 minutes more restful sleep a night. That's more focus, more edge, and more highlights. And that means more wins for all of us.
Don't miss our weekend special. All smart beds are on sale. Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, the official sleep and wellness partner of the NFL.
Hey guys, time to get your fantasy football on. Be part of the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League. See if your team has what it takes to take on the Blender personalities of the fourth dimension. You could win $100 from our friends at Harman Solar if you win your league. To sign up, just email me, blender@1580thefanatic.com. Blender@1580thefanatic.com. That's blender@1580thefanatic.com. Oh, wait, you should probably listen to the show too. It's the Daily Blender Fantasy Football League, only from 1580 The Fanatic.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to get conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
Babbel, language for life, celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
I'm here to tell you about a technological shocker. Believe it or not, you can listen to us on your smart speaker.
That's shocking.
Wow. What a world we live in. All you have to do is say, listen to 1580 The Fanatic.
Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. I guess Ralph has not looked at Twitter yet, so it's probably a good thing.
I haven't seen it. I want to see it though. You know what's really cool about preseason football?
What's that?
Detroit's winning.
Oh my
Like,
God.
when do you ever see them win a game or Jacksonville in a game? It's kind of nice.
I don't want to talk about Jacksonville.
Yeah, you only see them beating.
Actually, me neither.
So where is this Twitter thing? I want to see what he did.
It's called Twitter, TWITTER.com.
I don't see the one from you yet, Jeffrey. It's just
me?
got the one of Keon up there.
Just go to my my page. Go to my Twitter page. Don't look in your feed. Just go to my thing at Radio Pal 1580. That's how you find me on the Twitter.
I'm gonna check it out.
Well, you might want to wait till after the show.
All right, show me, Randy.
Yeah.
Well, see, you can't see it on. Well, see, it's all just you can't see anything. It's yeah, somebody just did that to you.
They did
horrible.
They did one of me too. It's
Well, I asked for. I don't know if you were off getting that tree off your car, or if you were.
Yeah, it was a tree.
So here's Keon. We were saying, well, wouldn't it be something if somebody did one of those little deep fake videos where Keon's hair came up off his head like a helmet, and somebody rushed out to make somebody bald app, and there that is. So it's like a starter kit for that. But
don't shake your head, Keon.
Yeah,
I won't. Good Lord,
I might shave mine.
It's just fun. Anyway, so you can see that
Just
at
a
Radio
cautionary
Pal
tale for me.
1580. And Randy is at Radio Randy 777.
Yeah.
You can tweet at him. You can send him a note, whatever it is you're going to do. It's all fine. He just may not see it because he's not on Twitter that often.
Not often. No.
He's not really completely clear on how to work it.
I only have Twitter. I was told by my pal Jeffco I had to have to Twitter. So
I just it'd be nice if you had the Twitter so people could find a place to say hi to you.
Well, and so there it is.
and they do say hi. You just sometimes don't even.
But since I got this Twitter now, I've got a bunch of people,
Mhm.
which I appreciate. But they send me their Wordle thing. What the hell is a Wordle? And why am I getting their results?
You just ignore those.
And why does this interest me? I don't understand.
It doesn't. It doesn't. But you can ask them to stop that.
I've already done that, and then it's like gerbils. They keep multiplying.
Well, I guess that just got off.
And then they talk about the Wordle,
yeah,
like the rest of the day, and I don't know what the hell they're saying. That's why I don't get on Twitter.
Just mute those people. That's what I would do.
Well, I got it in, like 4 huffs and a zing zong. What the hell are you talking about?
I don't know
just open up the thread, the conversation that they're having.
Thread.
I
What
hit
the hell is a thread?
just the conversation that they're having. I just go in there, mute conversation.
Well,
and I'm done for the
but
day.
I don't want to mute Big George.
No,
I don't want to mute him.
I'm not
I
mute- you're
love
not-
Big George, and I don't want to mute. But oh dear God, Big George, it's either fire somebody or your stupid Wordle.
So Lost Toby's been hard at work, and now he's posted something on that Twitter thread that I wish I hadn't seen. It's worse than a bald skull cap. I don't ever do that with my tongue. I don't know why.
gosh.
And then he's made Keon do it as well. So Lost Toby is really
he's doing a lot.
Got some time on his hands.
I guess. All right. Well, before I was trying to give everybody see, this is why we don't get that many follows on the Twitter, because we're not very good at promoting it. I'm at Radio Pal 1580. You got to follow me. Somebody has to. Randy is at Radio Randy 777.
Yeah.
Ralph is generally is none of your damn business because he's got a private locked one. And then he said, if you follow me, I'll follow you back. He never followed me back.
I did too.
Or I can't see any of your tweets.
It's because I never tweet.
No, it says private locked.
I'll have to go back and look. But yeah,
sure?
I want you on my Twitter. It's very important to me.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
And then
Oh,
Keon is at Sports Cloud.
Sports Cloud.
That's it. That's all.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Did you
I started the
change it
Twitter
yet?
because it was I have not changed it yet.
Could be Sports Cloud 1580. Has a ring to it, doesn't it?
It does actually. I keep forgetting to do it.
Because you're never on Twitter, right?
I'm actually on Twitter way too much. It's
Oh,
just
way too
I
much.
just
Okay.
don't.
Oh, Keon gets on there, and every once in a while, it's like, I wish your ass would not have seen that, or something like. I don't even know what he's doing.
Wow.
I'm like, Keon, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
3 fingers and an ass. Either way, I'm going to kick your ass. I think. What
Oh
I saw
no,
today.
that was
what was that?
What the hell do you mean?
I was watching the Hard
Are you
Knocks.
threatening me?
I'm not threatening you.
Oh.
I was saying I was watching the Hard Knocks, and it's the Detroit Lions, and it's a thing that Dan Campbell said. He said, "I don't care if you have 1 ass cheek or 3 toes. I'm kicking your ass." And I just,
What does that even mean?
I don't know what it
Does
means.
someone on the team have 3 fingers?
Nobody on the team has that.
Or
Listen,
toes?
I have no idea what he
You know
meant by that.
that swimmer boy out there at ASU. What's his name? Mr. Olympic guy. What's his name? Swimmer boy. He's
The
got
one that
the web feet. You know.
Michael Phelps?
Oh yeah, that's him. He's got the web feet.
Yeah.
I wonder if Dan Campbell could kick
At
his ass.
ASU.
Looking at
I
Dan
like-
Campbell in the Hard Knocks, maybe.
Yeah.
I like that Deuce Staley and I have a similar rule.
if you're going to fart, go outside. You know,
that was funny.
He's like, I'm serious. It's a serious fine if you bust ass in this meeting room. Well, if you got to do that, get up and go outside the door. Take 8 seconds. Stay out there. My count. He doesn't want you to drag it back in with you.
He was like, if you peek your head back in there, I'll tell you stay outside a little bit longer.
Yeah,
that's true. Because you go outside and you walk right back in. You're just dragging it with you. You know.
I was doing a job one time, and boy, I had to.
You got to air that hiney out.
I had to air my hiney out, as you might expect. And I got in. I had to. I had to hold for a while, so I was in a holding pattern, and the percolator was working, and I got into my car and I let one go. This poor lady came up to ask me a question.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
And you didn't want to roll down the window.
I really didn't want to open that window. And the look on her face when I did. She had her face all the way down next to my window.
No.
Oh, yeah. And I was trying to give her a warning, like just back up, back up. But she stayed right there. She got the full brunt.
Son, did you crap your pants?
She was.
Can you get me?
Oh.
Can you get me directions?
Oh.
My late husband Harold did the same thing right
You
before he
smell
passed.
just like Harold.
Oh my God.
5 days after he passed.
Goose's last plane ride text in, as a basketball referee, I love farting on the crowd.
Oh boy.
That is one of the oddest. He likes to crop dust the people sitting in the front row.
Forget it. It's not Angel Hernandez. It's not Tim Donnie. You are the worst referee.
Angel Hernandez, you stink. Yeah, he does.
Wow, that's it's probably a good thing we don't know his name. This is
Wow.
I think maybe it's time for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back to the year 1984, the stage was set for a literal slugfest when the first pitch of the baseball game thrown by Atlanta Braves hurler Pascal Perez hit San Diego Padres leadoff hitter Alan Wiggins. Pow!
Uh-oh.
The benches emptied for the first fight of the game in the second inning when Ed Winston threw behind the Atlanta starting pitcher's head in retribution. Then there was further altercations with all kinds of brawls in the fifth, in the eighth, in the ninth. San Diego continued to use Perez for target practice every time he'd step up there to the plate.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw any of this, but that was one of baseball's ugliest incidences. 19 ejections, both managers, then both their replacements. I guess Dick Williams, he got suspended for 10 days. Joe Torre and 5 players each got 3-game suspensions.
Yeah.
How much fun was that?
Well, which is weird. I can see Dick Williams involved in this, but Joe Torre, I think they have to have the trainers check for a pulse most times when Joe Torre is managing a game.
Since he was like 20, they had to do that.
He's just the most stoic person. His face, nothing. You can't read him.
No.
The idea that he would fight anybody is insane.
So there you go. That's On This Date in Big George's sports history. By the way, you know what? We're going to have some promos running, but I can't stress this enough. Make sure that how do people keep track of what they do these days? Remember, it used to be a day planner, and then later on it was the BlackBerry. How do people do that now?
No, I just throw it on the Google Calendar.
Right. I don't know. Everybody uses their calendars on their phone. That's what I use. I used to use I was a Franklin Covey guy. Remember that back in the day?
Oh my God.
That's what I used to use. So
the
now
fact I know what that is makes me old.
Like me.
Do you know what Franklin Covey is, Keon?
I do, because I am not the most organized individual, and I had a girlfriend that was trying to help me in life, and she she was like, "Hey, why don't you try using this?" And of course, I never used it because
it works.
I feel like those people are out of business now.
No, they're still in business. They have a lot of online stuff, and they still have the actual paper ones. People still use them.
Okay, so they found an online solution, and they're like sitting around, it's like, nobody buys paper things anymore.
Remember, they used to have stores and all the different sizes. And,
I was like, well, I think I'd want the medium size one, not too small, because then
I used to have
Not
the big
too
one.
big, because then it looks like you're taking your homework with you, but the just right, just size. Oh, yeah. Those were the 90s. 888-368-1580. Goose's last plane ride says, I wonder if that's why they say, referee, you stank. Probably is.
Yeah,
because
no,
you're
they-
farting on the ground.
They were not talking about your officiating.
Of course, my thing is I do like to crop dust a food court. If you're making me go to the mall,
Well, the people in the food court aren't making you go to the mall.
what I love
What
is
do they do to deserve that?
I walk through, then I turn back and look at other people looking at each other with accusing looks like, oh, you're gross. Oh, what? I'm trying to eat. And my hope is someday a fist fight.
My favorite is when you're at church.
And the Lord said,
What a way to end the week.
Yeah.
Talking about farts.
why not? Anyway, my whole point was make sure you remind yourself or have somebody who's a grown-up remind you that we're broadcasting live from the Dave & Buster's at the Tempe Marketplace Friday, August 26th. And then, of course, Saturday in the morning, we're having our Daily Blender Fantasy Football Draft Party Extravaganza. If you want to be part of our Daily Blender Fantasy Football Leagues, still room for everybody. Blender at 1580thefanatic.com. Send your emails in. Ralph, great having you back.
Yeah, Ralph. Good to see you, man.
It's been so long, we forgot all the stuff we wanted to haze you over.
I'll be back next week, so
I'll try to write it down in my Franklin Cubby. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Are you a planner? Do you like to plan ahead? Then, of course, you already have a